Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna use those horns like handlebars. Hello, and welcome to the demo of Bewitching Sinners Royal Blood. This is a dark fantasy dating sim in which your soulmate, Ivar, has suddenly gone quiet, leading you to be transported to his magical world in order to save him. And as you take the place of your original vampire counterpart, you meet 5 other men, all who have the potential to be your beloved. But while you're exploring this new world, it becomes apparent that something is not as it seems. Let's get started. When I played Bewitching Sinners, I played as Mask Palmier, so I think this time I'll go with the femme version of myself. To my dearest cousin, His Majesty King Alexei Alexandrovich Verderevsky III, to answer your last correspondence, I, Grand Dukedom of Molona, see no immediate purpose of my return to Cainton Estate. For a paltry nuptial agreement that does not see fit to consider my autonomy as a free agent of the kingdom. I am aware of the diplomatic advantages of such design in service of peace for our glorious kingdom. However, it is a clear violation of my personal rights as a noble of your court, and you should be ashamed of yourself for possessing the impudence to regard your own bloodkin as a pawn on the chessboard of your selfish machinations. With all regards, dearly Aisha, do screw yourself. I remain your most loving cousin, Winter. Peter? Send this love to my obtuse cousin, please. Peter is so cute. Right away, your highness. Oh, I'm so blessed with this art. Eyes are gorgeous. I love Zero's art so much. What is it this time, Peter? I thought you told the knights to stop playing with their food. It's not prey, highness. It's a witch. Duty calls then. Unfortunately, my liege. Oh my god, the animation and the music that's giving me like Umineko vibes. That's so cool. Oh, I'm absolutely living for it. Alright then. Perhaps this one would finally be of better quality. She's here. Oh, they're vampires. The vile blood has a scent. The hunt is ours. We first met vile bloods in the original Bewitching Sinners. Vampires get turned into them. No, I'm impure. Oh, I feel bad. Archers. An impure witch, you say? I'll be the judge of that. Halt. Must I remind you who gets the first bite, Anton? Apologies, my liege. Bring me her blood. Oh, I'm so pretty. Well, my liege? Quarter blood, diluted, needs a bit of salt. Seems like fate is on your side tonight, Anton. Make sure not to waste a single drop. Look at my unhinged face. I love me. I feel bad for her. Seems like we finally rid the world of all the half-bloods. I don't know if I should be relieved or disappointed. Not all, my liege. There's still the one. Oh, don't remind me. Alexei's been pestering me for months on end about that one. That and the missing werewolf Alpha, along with making his usual demands on a hasty return for my so-called marriage. I see. Should I pack your bags, Highness? Oh, you would do no such thing. Oh my god, I'm so spoiled. Oh, to be held by such a gorgeous man. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Home, with you. We're lovers too. He's not gonna be happy, my liege. Oh, must we pander to all of that brat's needs? Yes, he'll rage and moan until his throat turns sore. But luckily we're miles away from his wrath, aren't we? Relax, my love. No one's going to pry me away from you. I'm afraid I can't make the same promise. A headless corpse makes for a poor lover, your highness. Hush, don't say that. He won't touch you. He will. I doubt the Emperor will approve of you bonding with someone so below your station. I don't need his approval, nor do I care for your origins. It doesn't matter to me. I knew you were mine the moment I laid eyes on you. Oh, the hand on the chin? That makes me so weak. Is that why you killed his entire tribe? All that unnecessary bloodshed just so you can keep him for yourself. Wait, what? I killed Peter's whole family. Is Peter like my thrall? What the hell is going on? Quite a selfish lover, aren't you? His. Oh my god. Hi, Palmier. I missed you. Oh my god, he's so hot. I played as him in the previous game and now we get to blink him. I'm so happy. Hello, Highness. Looking for me. You... Ow, witch. You can come out now, Peter. Peter, where's the meaning of this? How could you betray me so? I mean, I did kill his entire family, but still. Can they feel it? The flowers invading their body and rearranging their organs. Can they feel it? Excruciatingly. Good. I'm going to enjoy this. Tisk tisk. Save those murderous thoughts for later, Peter. I still need them alive. Why? To save a fellow sinner. 3, 2, 1, clear. We're losing them, Doctor. Once more. 3, 2, 1, clear. Oh, thank God. Mom? Oh, Winter, thank the Lord you're awake. Did I die in my sleep again? Isn't that the 3rd time this week? Do I get a prize? Oh, my darling, always so strong. Doctor, the heart transplant should have fixed this. Why is it not working? I understand your distress. Perhaps we should discuss this outside, ma'am. Which is code for things are not good and probably about to get worse. Figures, you knew a smooth transplant was just too good to be true. And the UI is gorgeous. I'm in awe. It's so pretty. You made your peace with it. 19 years of being in and out of the hospital has made you welcome death like an old friend. But what parent is prepared to lose their only child? Well, Isekai'd, hello. How you doing? You come here often? That's very distracting. As you were lost in your thought about how to comfort your mother more, a more put-together figure entered your periphery. Alex? Wait, isn't that my cousin? I take back what I said before, but myself as a player, I find him very attractive. Treated death once again, I see. What's his tally now, 9-0? And there's only the cats have 9 lives. Oh, hi, Alex. Sorry I had to see that. Hey, just happy to see you still breathing, cuz. Alexi takes a seat right next to your bed. His eyes stay glued on your heart monitor for a while, before his shoulders finally relax and his gaze strayed to a familiar sketchbook sitting awkwardly on your knees. Still sketching the flower boy with tits for days. He mocked as your cousin picked up the books filled with the man of your dreams, literally. I told you, his name is Ivar. I miss Ivar. So he's Scandinavian now. I'm surprised you didn't name him Eric Forthman. He wants too much false blood, cuz. How many times do I have to tell you he's real? And just so you know, he's not a vampire, he's a witch. Uh-huh, sure. I'm serious. Dreams aren't just dreams, they're a connection to our past lives, or some even say an alternate universe. Uh-huh. All the ungodly amount of dating sims and soap operas you consume have finally rotted your brain. I know which I'll believe. Oh, shut up! You threw a pillow right at Alex's face. He laughed heartily before handing the sketchbook back to you. The last page is open right at your latest work. A watercolor painting of the man who had been accompanying you in the hospital every night, whisking you away from your prison of pristine white walls, and the stench of alcohol swabs into a field of flowers and the smell of jasmine lingering in the air. You remember the first time you met the gorgeous man like it was yesterday. What? What is this place? A sanctuary for the forsaken and lonely. One that should only fit a party of one. Hi, Ivar. Oh, I missed you. Is it just me or are you even bigger than before? Wow, he's just like dad this time, isn't he? What size bra do you wear? One that should only fit a party of one. What and who are you supposed to be, little trespasser? Wow, you're hot. The man didn't look too happy with your remark. Was that too forward of you? Sorry, I don't get out much. Neither do I. My name is Ivar, the Witcher Beauty. What shall I call you, little trespasser? Winter. Winter. His golden eyes widened before he glanced down towards his right forearm. A second passed and then 2, as he rolled up his sleeve and revealed a tattoo of your name in a cursive that is eerily similar to your own handwriting. How old are you, Winter? I just turned 18 last week. Ah, that explains it. The man? Which? Oh, he's so pretty. Close the gap between you two as a spider lily appeared from his empty palm. A flower which he neatly tucked behind your ear while holding your gaze, staring at you in reverence. Lover after lover I have cherished and buried, but none have filled the gaping hole in my heart. Will you finally be the one to make me whole, my dearest soulmate? Soulmate? To Winter. Winter. Hey, Space Cadet. Still here with me? Sorry, Alexi. Did you say something? Seriously? I asked if you wanted anything from Jenny's. A little break from the hospital food killing your taste buds. You know Mom doesn't like it when I eat outside of my planned meals? Life's too short not to eat good food, cuz. You of all people should know that. Can't argue with that. Alright, guess someone had to have a burger and some fries. Oh, and I do love those giant milkshakes. Oh, and those caramel biscuits? I got you. I'll bring back a whole spread. Just don't die until I get back, okay? I'll try. Easier said than done if you felt your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. The sound of the traffic outside getting muffled as you struggle to maintain your consciousness. Maybe a little nap wouldn't be so bad. I just need to close my eyes for a few seconds and... well, that was definitely more than a second. You saw a Jenny's to-go tote on the bedside table. Your mum's sleeping soundly on the pull-out couch. At least our cousin seems really loving in this timeline. The clock strikes 3 as you realize you've been sleeping in a sitting position for 9 hours straight. Seriously? You hate it when it was like this. When your dreams were nothing but empty fields of darkness. A nightmare would have been better than emptiness. At least then you would feel someone alive in one state of consciousness. But of course, the dream you look forward to the most are the ones of your love, Ivar. The beautiful man with a chest so wide that you wonder if sewing new buttons on his shirt would actually help or if it would just burst back open, buttons flying and smacking you in the head. You wish to try in your dreams, but it has been a month since you last saw your soulmate. Coincidentally, it's also been a month since you stopped playing Love and Deep Lakes. The Love and Deep Space reference. Maybe Alex is right, and I'm just plain old delusional. A healthy amount of delusion is needed to survive in life, don't you think? Oh my god. Oh, he's so pretty. Look at that waist. Oh, I love him. Especially when one is trapped in the hospital bed for their entire life. Honestly, I'm impressed you haven't lost your marbles yet. An attractive, statuesque man sits by your windowsill, donned in an attire far too scandalous and intricate for any hospital visit. 3 possible scenarios pop up in your mind on why such a man would appear in your room. 1. You're actually dreaming. A possibility that seems unlikely as you can still feel that oppressive stabbing pain in your chest. Something that never happened in your prior dreams. Scenario 2. Alex hired a stripper to mess with you. Wouldn't be the first time, but this escort seemed way above your cousin's price range. Which makes the only plausible situation scenario 3. Death has finally come to whisk you away and it turns out that he's hot. Go figure. The question is, how do you react? Scream for help, slap yourself, push him out the window. Oh, wow. What a nice pose to be in. Let me fling myself out of the way. Look at this. You lunge yourself towards the man, his long legs quickly and nimbly wrapping you into a headlock. His long fingers caressing your cheek with curiosity. His lips turn upwards in an amused smirk. Do you always act on such murderous impulses? Well, a light from the stranger's palm heated your face. Something you would normally question and freak out about if his strong meaty thighs weren't crushing your windpipe. Oh, I'm in heaven right now. Look at this squeeze. I thought you were some kind of weird pervert. Another tight squeeze around your neck, his movement shoving you closer towards his Whoa. I mean, I don't mind. Case in point. Do you get off on torturing the weak and feeble, asshole? Only if they're willing. The young light diminished as the stranger instead used his thumb to wipe the drool on your bottom lip. One last questionable act before finally releasing you out of his prison of his long elongated limbs. I don't want to be released. You have quite the mouth on you. I do. Do you want to see how it works? I like that. A sharp tongue will certainly aid in maintaining your survival. Survival? Oh, do be wary, pet. I'm not here to hurt you. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm offering you another chance at life. One with ample opportunities unlike the shitty cards you've been dealt in this one. It's not that bad. Really? Hard to believe when the days you spent outside can all be counted on one hand. It must be torturous. Stuck in bed all day, no friends or lover to pass the time, haven't experienced a kiss or even a single Hey, well, you gonna be the first? Lady Fate must have been in the foulest of moods when she made you. Hey, who said I'm a virgin? Life has been screwing me daily, you know? Plus I do have a lover. Sorta. Ah yes, my lovely old pal Ivar. But he hasn't been visiting lately, has he? The man practically purred, teasing as he laid back on a solid ice chair that formed under him. A magic you once saw in your dreams now fully present in your dreary hospital room. Hold on. Are you an actual witch? And wait, you know Ivar? It wasn't just a dream? Oh yes, Ivar and I are very close. I know he uses powers to bridge the gap between our worlds. Tempering with the natural order, just to meet his soulmate. If he went half dead, I'd call her romantic. Wait. What do you mean by half dead? Let's just say people aren't kind to witches where I come from. We were supposed to lay low, but then Ivar just had to meet you. Your love caused a lot of trouble for us, Highness. What happened? Where is he? I don't know, but I intend to find out. It'll be nice, however, to have a sun and stars join his rescue. Sun and stars? That's what he calls you, is it not? Yeah, but again, I thought I was just imagining all that, but if he knows my nickname, oh my god, this is happening. I wasn't delusional. Ivar's real and our love was true. Magic. An entire different dimension. Everything is real. Or you could finally be losing your mind from all the meds you're on. But even if this is just a mere psychotic episode, then the more reason you should just leap into it, right? How can I help? I'll do anything. I'm counting on that. Oh, the split tongue is so hot. Ow! The man harshly pulled out your IV. Your heart monitor flatlining as you can see your mom waking abruptly from her sleep. Her eyes are wide and bloodshot as she takes in the scene before her. Winter? Wait. Who are you with? What are you doing with my child? Mom, I can explain. Remember to hold your breath. Hold my what? Did we just... But we went out the window and... Oh god, I'm so wet. I'm always a mon. If you're not pointing out the obvious, your highness, allow me and I'll dress you in your new set of clothes. Probably will need to run a bath and do your hair as well. You reek of medicine and death. Am I supposed to thank you or smack you? You'll have plenty of time for both later. For now though, come and quench your thirst. You froze in place, as you're not sure what exactly you're seeing. Well, that's not entirely true. You have seen something of this nature before, but... Is that me? A flower butler. Oh, you're familiar. Ivar said he turned his sons into undead flowers to stifle their urges. So they went screw him. Yeah, he does that. Kinda hard to when men become obsessed with you at first sight. Right. Well, I thought he never turned any of his daughters. What did this woman do? First off, this is no woman. This is a vampire. They've been hunting my kind down in hopes that the magic in our blood will flow to them. Greedy little leeches trying to climb up the food chain. Ivar and I have been fighting them off the best we can from the shadows. But they finally caught wind of us and captured your dear soulmate. I can't be certain, but I think they may be keeping him in their grand palace. The Bastion of Vortek, an impenetrable fortress that can only be entered by those with the proper blood running in their veins. So how can we get in? You, my dear. For you see, this little flower here is you. Well, rip me. Well, the counterpart version of you. Are you in this version of the world? And why you are Ivar's soulmate and not them, I don't know. This is me. You once again look at the writhing creatures squirming in your presence. Their pale long limbs, a thin waist, and a birthmark on the back of their right shoulder. There's a carbon copy of the one Alex gave you back in your childhood. And this is you, or another version of you. Mangled and clearly in pain. I'm afraid you'll have to stomach the rather gruesome sight. I need the leech alive, as this will only work while their blood is still running hot. For exactly what to work? Saving your Prince Charming. But of course, we can't play the knight on shining steed while we're on the brink of death, can we? And there's no better cure-all than vampire blood. Why not, I don't know, turn me? Oh, most definitely. But that won't be so bad, would it? To abandon your old feeble body for a perfectly healthy and vigorous one. Woohoo, I can finally ride it. In exchange for a lifetime without sunlight. And an insatiable craving for blood. We have excellent sunscreens. Ones that can repel the sun. Of course. Vampires have been out for centuries in my world. You think they're really stupid enough not to create remedies over the years. Vitamin D is important, even for the undead. Though unfortunately, yes, food is going to be limited to only blood. But isn't it nice to not have to think and choose for your next meal? Well, I guess that solves the sun part at least. I should have eaten that Jenny's. That's it. Drink it all. Good girl. Shut up. Can you feel it? Their blood entwining with yours? Your organs mending themselves, your bones filling and with newfound strength and vigor. Oh, I can't, but I'm sure I can feel your bone later. A life for a life. A death of one soul to be born anew. You were a theatre kid, weren't you? I was the lead in many stage plays back in my hometown, yes. I never would have guessed. How do you feel? Better. Strong. My eyes are red now. My mouth is dry though. It's strange. Their blood tasted grainy like it was mixed with ash. Your mouth tasted foul. But your body felt better than ever before. The pain in your chest gone, the tightness in your breath gone. How long has it been since you had the pleasure of feeling this way? Normal. Though in retrospect, your body is anything but normal now. A newborn vampire. You don't feel that much different though. At least you didn't at first. But then you smell it. An enticingly sweet aroma. Coming from your new witch friend. Even from a distance, you can taste it on your tongue. Candied apples similar to the ones you always when Alex took you to the local carnival. Familiar. Home. Judging by how enthusiastically you're sniffing the air and those pearly white fangs bared at me. I'm guessing you're itching for a taste. Oh, sorry. Shit. Wait, fangs? You felt a prick as you tried to touch your fangs. They're sharp, deadly. Even a soft graze is enough to cut yourself. Holy crap. I'm a vampire. And shit, I'm so sorry, you just smelled so good. I know, but do try and control yourself. As much as I like to see you panting like a dog in heat, my blood is my own. Right, damn, get a grip, Winter. What's the plan? First, we watch a friend of mine get rid of your doppelganger's body. A friend? A fairy named Peter, who had his entire tribe slaughtered by your other self. After their corpse is dealt with, we'll infiltrate the castle. You as the Dutchman and I as your faithful servant. And you are... who exactly? I mean, I know you're a witch friend of Ivar's, but the name's Palmier. Palmier Baker, king of witches. Oh, I love you, you're so hot. The train ride towards Vortex is a long one. Then again, you suppose that you should be grateful that there are trains at all. Palmier filled you in on the details of your new world. Ivar did mention how far back their technology was due to a long period of heavy reliance on runes and magic. But he didn't think it was no planes, only steam engines and gas lamps. Kinda bad. And worst of all, no phones or internet. Apparently there was something similar thanks to magic for a while. However, due to no more witch blood to draw core runes, well, say goodbye to TikTok and socials. Still, we're here. I guess you won't be needing all of that distraction while discovering an entirely new world. Avarice to Vortex, Grand Dutchman Winter. Was that welcome to Vortex? Yes, I'm happy to see that all of the late Dutchman's abilities are passed down to you. That should make things easy as you go and present yourself to Alexei. Any other new developments? Memories? Skills? I mean, I have the urge to maniacally play the organ, but I think that's just me leaning on the vampire vibes. A week has passed since you came your way to this world and made your way towards the vampire capital, Vortex. It felt surreal still. Not just the whole transported to a whole new world thing, but also you adapting as a vampire. A royal one at that. Having your own flock of handmaidens tend to your every need. Dress you, bathe you. Guards watching your every move. You're grateful that Palmier or Peter, as others see him, help you navigate through it all. Making sure you mimic all the little quirks and tidbits your doppelganger once had. The blood thing still bothers you though. Palmier reminds you it's a need, not a want. But drinking human, fae, siren, witch, or any humanoid blood just feels wrong. Thankfully, the witch isn't providing you with rabbit blood instead. Still, it feels awful. And tastes even more so, but it lets you sleep better at night. At least the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. It's nice to wake up and not have your bones cracking at every little move. You're no longer the 19-year-old stuck in an old man's body. You felt like a teenager. A very healthy and robust one at that. A body that you have every intention to take advantage of. You said the water's cold this time of year, but it's not like I'll freeze in direct contact or anything, right? You wish for a swim? A dive, actually. Alex has a diving license, you know? He always rubs it in my face during the summer, the arsehole. We could swim, not sure about diving though. The mermaids are coming as their princes decide to try his hat in courting you. Yeah, about that. How exactly am I gonna save Ivar when I'm busy getting hitched? You're too narrow-minded, Highness. What a better way to explore the castle than by giving your suitors a grand tour of your family's humble abode. Question is, who'll be the lucky man? The mermaid Prince Till Silverpool, the raven stag Lord Osgar Aspenray, or the poor unknown sap that the werewolves decide to send out. If they bother to show up at all, that is. Tell me about the werewolves, Alpha. Tell me about Oscar. He's a childhood friend of yours. The other you, at least. Really? I thought you said that the raven stags were a type of fairy. I thought we were at war with them, not befriending them. Yes, well, raven stags are a bit more macabre than your usual fairy. Leeches drink the blood, but stags need the bone and sinew. Oh, so it's transactional. We take the juice, they keep the meat? Precisely. The dietary requirements make them more relatable to vamps than their own kin. Then they have the most peculiar obsession with death. You see their horns grow with the demise they've caused. The higher the horns, the closer to God. Your darling suitor has quite an impressive set, actually. Though his personality leaves little to be desired, brutish, bloodthirsty, and not to mention insecurely jealous. Oh, I feel like I'm probably gonna go for him. At least judging by the murderous glare he's giving me right now. My lord, I told you, you're not allowed in. Oh my god. Hello. Wow, so he's big. Everywhere, really. That strap is so distracting. Oh, you're so pretty. Your horns are gorgeous. I love the crystals. A tall military-clad man forcibly opened your carriage door. The door sliced into two as the man glared at you. Two of your personal guards are frazzled, cowering slightly as they realize their failure. Your Highness, I'm so sorry. Lord Oscar simply kept insisting on... It's alright. I'll deal with this myself. Give us a moment, please. Of course, Grand Duchess. Oh, he's so pretty. Oh my god. You're not as tall as Palmier. And I think you're a little less beefy, but oh my god, you're pretty. Oh, you are so pretty. He's got the purple eyes because he's Fae as well. God, the purple eyes make me miss Arsham so much. So, mind explaining why you broke an entirely fine door? Train stopped 10 minutes ago. Why have you gotten off? What is with that expression? Apologies, my Lord Oscar. I simply was taking my time getting them off in a different sense. He looks so shocked. I look shocked. He's making the eye girl face. He looks hot though. Peter! Oh no. Let's watch that again. Did I just watch him morph into the perfect man of my dreams? Oh, I'm gonna use those horns like handlebars. Don't mock me, you whorish pixie. I may know the relations between you two, but that doesn't mean I approve. Jealous, are we? Well, don't worry. If you must know, the ladyship has broken things up between us. He looks so happy. Look at him. And Palmier is like, ugh. Oh, I love a man who only has eyes on me. Look at the transformation. Oh, he's so cute. Duty to their country is more important than a good screw, I suppose. Really? Winter? Crap, what was I supposed to say again? Yes. My cousin demands that I marry to strengthen our nation, and so I decided it would be best to break any former flights of fancy. Or something noble and classy like that, if you know what I mean. Crap, I didn't mean to blurt out that last part. Yes, I know entirely what you mean. I'm glad to see that you haven't changed, even after the many moons we spent apart from each other. The raven stag reached in for your hand, clearly leaning in for a kiss. Can I kiss him anyway? However, Palmier deliberately smacked your handbag on the side of his head, a direct hit to his impressive jeweled horns. Oscar scowled as the witch simply feigned ignorance, carrying your belongings with ease, all the while stepping backwards in the hallway. It's barely been a year, Oz. No one likes a drama queen. And with a final bow, the Witch King was nowhere in sight. Wait, what? Is he expecting me to deal with the stranger all on my own? I'm not ready. Crap, what if I blow our cover? You got this. Breathe. Unclench the arse, everything, and just breathe. You're fine, everything's fine. If anything you say doesn't add up, then deflect, distract, gaslight. Honestly, I still don't know why you chose him. His brazenness has only gotten worse over time. He's honest though. Besides, a man with a spine is better than one without. To feed on, yes, but to mate with, honestly, what does he have that I don't, Winter? You're hot when you're jealous. And time and patience? Have I not offered both of those things to you? I did send you a proposal on becoming your personal guard. Gaslight, I choose you. Ah, yes, but we both know that you've always loved the thrill of violence more than our time together. Peter enjoys taking the little things with me, like taking a nice stroll in the forest, window shopping, stargazing. All you care about is a full belly and a good fight. Well, you're not wrong, I admit. I don't really enjoy all that leisure time you're accustomed to, but I could go for a short stroll. He's trying so hard. Oh, I love him. Oh my god. Oh, he's so darling. I want him so bad. Oh, I want to kiss him so bad. Oh my god. I'm so in love. You know, there's always something that bothered you when you were playing your little dating sim games. 1. How is it that even the blandest of leads with the spice of flower have a flock of men attracted to them? And 2. Why is it that the childhood friend never gets the girl? Still with me, my lady? You have a feeling that both of those questions will be answered in your little outing today. But I want him. I want him so bad. I want to grip his horns and use them as handlebars while I go crazy on a silly style. You have a feeling that both of those questions will be answered in your little outing today. Oh, sorry. I was just admiring the view. I love seeing the leaves change color at this time of the year. Ah, yes, it's truly a lovely sight when all life slowly loses its vigor, slowly but surely succumbing to death's cold embrace. Oscar, you're very cute. Well, I never thought of it that way before. And you wish you never had. Holy hell, that was depressing. I've upset you again, haven't I? You can tell. Sometimes your smile goes lopsided whenever you force a smile. I know you wish I wasn't one of your suitors, Winter. Oh my god, he stormed in so strong, but he's so baby girl. Oh, I love him. I'm sorry, I already have someone I love, but you're a great friend and... Oh, no need for pleasantries, my dear, trust me. I don't want to be with you either. Well, that's a twist. Hold on. You haven't been madly in love with me for years? However, I always treated you like a brother, so you didn't have the bravery to confess until now before it's too late? What? Me? In love with you? Oh, Winter. Then why'd you try to kiss me and why'd you get jealous? I'm sure one day someone will be very blessed to have such a wonderful, thoughtful, caring person like you as their partner. But respectfully, that person will never be me. Ouch! Okay, so it's not the childhood unrequited love trope, my bad. Well, screw you too. Still, if you don't want to marry me, then why the bother becoming a suitor? Come on, you know exactly why. No, I don't, but now I really want to. Elaborate, please? I don't... Oh, stop it, Winter. I think we wasted both our precious times as is, haven't we? To be honest, I was ready to give you a proper scolding since I didn't think you'd be wise enough to break your dalliances with that little boy toy of yours. But it turns out there's still a semblance of common sense underneath those ruby eyes. I'm glad you chose them wisely for once. I'm sorry, what? Yes, I know the Emperor's rather harsh with his current punishment to you. The Emperor what? But if you play nice, then at least you have a chance of not having your head adorned on top of his fireplace. What? What did I do? Exactly, just feign ignorance. If he tries to get in your head, skip deny, skip distract. Go friggin' all in on Operation Gaslight. Just stick to the plan. And maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get what we both really want. What the hell, so you don't want me? What the heck? I wanted you. Suddenly you're less endearing to me. I still want you though. Just before you can ask the man to elaborate, Oscar tilted his head towards a nearby tree. Ooh, pretty. A crow with a pair of striking red eyes can be seen perched on the tallest branch. Its gaze is entirely focused towards the both of you, even after it takes its flight as it's deliberately keeping the tabs on you. Oscar wasted no time in adjusting his tone. This is a fine date. A start to many more, I hope. Oscar leaned in to kiss your cheek, but it was barely a graze as he lingered around the shell of your ear. I swear, I'm gonna turn his birds into fried chicken one day. He's still really hot when he transforms. He planted a harsh kiss on your cheek. Take names, kick ass. Good luck, darling. I thought he was madly in love with me. No! And then, the dark fairy left as abruptly as he came. The crow immediately followed in tow like a second shadow. What? Your head starts spinning with even more questions as you try to take in all the information that's been dumped on you. The good thing is, you two are definitely good friends. Sucks that you didn't meet him in your previous life, but what better time to get to know someone than the present? As for the bad, what plan was he talking about? And secondly, what did the other you do to piss your cousin off? Damn it! What if I reach the castle and Alexei murders me on the spot or something? I don't want to face the consequences of my other self. Oh, my head feels so heavy. Oh, literally actually. It seems a very plump pigeon has made itself home on top of your head. His white feathers blend perfectly with your hair. I was gonna say that is one fat pigeon. You shook your head profusely, but the pigeon merely hovered a few inches away from your face. His oddly colorful eyes piercing right through you. This reminds me of Asham and like the birds we see him with. Offer it food? Hold on, Mr. Bird. I think I still have a piece of bonbon or two in here, just a sec. You did in fact have a small piece of bonbon as you remembered vomiting the rest of it in your sad attempt to still eat normal food. The bird happily took your offer and flew away towards the surrounding woodlands, leaving an almost glowing pure white feather that you happily pocketed as a memento. Yay! As you look up, you notice that the bird seems to be hovering around for you to follow. At the same time, you saw a glimpse of your witch friend, Palmier, approaching you with a necklace in hand. Oh, what do I want to do? Follow the bird. You followed the pigeon but lost its trail midway. In front of you, there is a branching pathway. There's no traces of the bird, so it's pure like an instinct now. Which path do you take? Let's take the left path this time. For what seemed to be hours on end, you chase after the bird, dodging any obstacles along the way. Wait, hold on! I haven't exercised in 5 years! Ow! Your body ached as you felt a sharp throbbing pain in your left calf. You looked down and saw a long twig and impaled through your flesh. The only reason you haven't panicked is because of the sheer amazement of witnessing your blood seeping back into your skin. Palmier has told you about your new natural healing abilities, but seeing it firsthand is surreal. Still, your wound won't close until you get that twig out. Quickly yank it out. Alright, no big deal, just rip it out like a band-aid. 1, 2... Ow! What's the use of healing powers when you can still feel pain? Could you keep that agony on the inside? An unknown voice distracted you from the pain. Oh my god! Oh my god, I missed him! Oh my god, I missed him so much! You're scaring the forest spirits. If I remember correctly, this is Alexi's soulmate. Wow, he's hot. I want him. I want him so bad. An unbelievably stunning creature stood before you. So beautiful you could have easily mistaken it for an angel. But sadly, you know it's no such divine being. He's so pretty. What the hell? Can I date him instead? Can I take him from Alexi? I want him. Bend him over. Give me his cloaca. Palmier showed you a picture of his kind before. In your crash course of his wild beasts you need to know in this world, he's so gorgeous. You're a siren. A blessed one. Capable of healing and reviving any being that has the pleasure of touching its glowing white wings. Keep your distance. The siren wrapped his wings around himself. You didn't realize that you'd been reaching out for a touch. Sorry, Gosh, you're so pretty. Those wings are divine, are they real? Right, stupid question. Of course they're real. That must be hard to maintain. Do you have scheduled wash days or... Who are you? Sorry? You wear the abominable Grand Duchess of Malona's face, but you have none of their bark or bite. Your soul, it's pure. Nothing like that pitch-black tarry abyss that I once saw underneath their untainted facade. They would have had zero patience with a pigeon lingering about, much less offering it a bonbon of all things. So you are the pigeon. Oh, wait, you can see my soul. A curse all sirens must bear. He's so pretty. Or a blessing, at least for situations like these. What happened to Malona's ruler? Did you kill them? Well, I wasn't the one who dealt the last blow, but I guess I'm not exactly innocent either. I'm sorry, did you know them? I just wanted to save my soulmate, you see. And the only way I could do that is to get the other me out of the picture. Your soulmate? Tell them about Ivar. If I recall, Palmier said that sirens are benevolent creatures, so it should be safe, right? Yes, my soulmate is the Witch of Beauty Ivar. You wouldn't know where to find him, would you? Ivar the Misandrist, Reaper of the North. He is a soulmate, are you sure? Yes, he came to me in my dreams and showed me a tattoo with my name and handwriting. You are not of this world, are you? He nodded, and there's a look of understanding in the siren's eyes. No witch can have a destined partner. The lust and yearnings might mimic love, but they are destined for solitude. Did your soulmate summon you here? If so, be wary. Witches soulborn not for love or fate, only for power. And the way you're describing his mark, it sounds more like a vampire's soul mark. Are you sure you're not mistaken? What? Of course I'm sure. I wouldn't have come here and turned myself into a vampire if I didn't. The siren gave you a look. One that you can only describe as pity. You wish to ask what would have earned you such a gaze. But a fierce shout in the distance quickly shuts you up. I smell him! The siren is near! Blood Knights, you can't be seen with me. Alexi will have you killed. More shouts in the distance, closer now. Erwin! King Alexi will not tolerate this. I'll fly south, you head north. I'll keep them off your trail. But... Don't worry, I won't tell them about Winter's death. Quickly now, hide! Erwin's angel-like wings grew even brighter. Feathers growing everywhere before he turned into the plump pigeon you spotted before. I see him. Follow that chunky bird. The chunky bird! You hear twigs snapping and leaves fading in the distance. The sound's fading out the more Erwin disappears from your field of vision. Yeah, because I remember in the first Bewitching Sinners, Erwin is Alexi's soulmate. And he's trying to get away from him because Alexi wants him killed. The anxiety of being caught recedes. But the anxiety of the unknown quickly rises as you're left utterly confused by that entire reaction. I see you met the Vampire King's better half. What the? Oh my god, Palmier, stop scaring me like that. How do you keep finding me? The witch simply grunted and shrugged. I'm a witch. I can do a lot of things. Is giving a proper explanation not one of them? You didn't mention anything about Erwin. You have no affiliation with him. In fact, your other self has never even spotted the giant chicken. Besides, I'm surprised to even see him roaming around this freely. The poor man is usually held captive in whatever prison his cruel master sees fit. What? Why would he do that? To keep watch, of course, despite being soulmates and not bonded, you see. What does that have to do with anything? Everything, actually. When successfully bonded, vampires can only feed on their soulmate's blood. That means they'll only live as long as their soulmate does. And it's not like turning as an option, leeches can't survive off each other. There simply won't be enough blood to go around. But if he doesn't want to bond with Erwin to preserve his immortality, why keep him? Greed, probably. Alexei will never limit his lifespan to a siren's brief one. Though Alexei never really learned how to resist his urges either. A destined soulmate's blood is the best a vamp can ever have. How do you know? My sister soul bonded with a vamp only for convenience though. They aren't soulmates. No, but they are great friends. It's more platonic than anything. Despite that, he says that once bonded, my sister's blood became the best meal he's ever tasted. I imagine between soulmates, the taste is even more divine. The pull between fated pairs is irresistible to most. So maybe Alexei kept Erwin around just so he can enjoy the alluring scent of his destined one's blood. How long can he resist? That I can't answer. We'll just have to wait and see. Can we save Erwin? Oh, you may try. Personally, I think one miraculous rescue is trouble enough. I guess. Still, he looks so sad. Being imprisoned by a heartless, obsessive, selfish maniac will do that to someone. Speaking of, do you wish to explore town and calm your nerves first? Or are you ready to face the monster wearing your cousin's face? Let's explore town. Yeah, let's do that. I wouldn't mind a distraction just so I can keep my cool around him. Smart choice. Palmier offered you his arm. You gladly took it as he led you back towards the center of town. Well, I suppose that's it. Oh, I'm gonna head to the beach. Let's get there. I've always wanted to go to the beach. Wait, Highness! You ran towards the beach, soon feeling the cold water seeping into your shoes. Most will find that feeling rather annoying, but you're simply overjoyed by the sensation. For even the fishy smell of the sea was a luxury for you, back in your bedbound state. Now you can actually dip your toes in and feel the tingling sensations of the waves and sand. You immediately take off your shoes and run to the shoreline, until you're thigh deep into the ocean. It's freezing. And the wind is so strong that your hair keeps getting into your mouth, but you wouldn't have it any other way. I wish something else would get into my mouth. No wonder Alex loves the beach so much. You close your eyes and run your hands through the soothing cold waters, enjoying the gentle rise and fall of the waves, the sound of the wind, and the warmth of the sun shining on you. For just a moment, you just be. Oh no! Then a gigantic wave smacked you right in the face, sucking you into the underwater current. Your garments quickly absorbed all the moisture, making them heavier and heavier. Like a ball and chain, your golden accessories sank you deep underwater as you struggled to reach for the surface. I can't swim! Your vision began to darken as water filled your lungs. You weep, as you can't help but think that you wasted your final chance at life. For a moment, there's nothing but pitch black and just the chill of the icy water seeping into your bones. But then you feel it. A sharp tug. Your back hitting the moist sand, and then finally the heat of the sun on your face. It seems that fate is still on your side. Someone saved you. I bet it's Till, isn't it? Someone who might or might not be sucking on your... Oh my what? Till! You're very pretty, but you can't do that. Wow, he really is gorgeous though. Hello, little feet. Yeah, that is the right response. Enjoy it? Yeah, let's do that. The man quickly took your silence as consent and fully indulged himself with your toes, eagerly sniffing. Wow, he's really into it. Actually, this was kind of nice. I could get used to this. Am I interrupting? Oh wait, this isn't... I was just curious. No judgment, Winter. Always happy to see a fellow person of culture. I told you, this isn't... The mermaid doesn't budge. If anything, he sucks harder. Fully savoring your beads. Oh my god. No. Get off! Oh, seriously, Highness, I left you alone for only a second and this is what happens. Palmier quickly threw a dagger directly between you and your feet-obsessed savior. The man retreated. But you did notice that he had a hard time doing so. Yeah, hard him always on one, huh? Oh, you are so pretty though. Look at him. Wowee. You know, given that you're a, merman and all, do you have two? Can I see it? As you stood up and managed to get a good look at your perverted hero, you finally understood why. The man you owed your life to is not a man at all. It's a mermaid. Why would you do that for? They were completely into it. Unlike down below, silence isn't consent, Prince Till. The Grand Duchess seems to be completely frozen in shock to me. Oh, really? You nodded enthusiastically and the mermaid immediately pouted, head hanging low and whining like a kicked puppy. See? If you wish to combine our lands, you ought to learn more about our customs, young prince. Hold on. Prince? Oh, right. I asked to hide my portrait. No wonder you didn't recognize me. Hello there, I'm Prince Till, youngest spawn of King Morrow, the ruler of the Theodian Sea. Nice to finally meet you, Grand Duchess Winter. Sorry you had to see me like this. I was hoping to greet you in my human form first, but then I saw you drowning, and what kind of suitor lets their future partner drown? Oh, you have the loveliest set of feet, by the way. The aroma, taste, and size are simply all divine. Oh, thank you? Do you regularly indulge in the pleasures of feet, Prince Till? Why, of course I do. I always look towards the day when a corpse drowns in my waters. What? The vampire territory is ripe with kills, so I can have my pick. It's something like the limited selection back in Theo, and here I actually have a wide variety of choices. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you drown people just so you can have their feet? Oh, no, I'm a prince. My blood is precious, so I can't just go and attack people willy-nilly. I always let nature take its course, and I just collect. Only if I found a pair that I really liked, then I have Cracky do the killing for me. But of course, I don't want the poor thing to get a stomachache, so I don't summon him regularly for anything. Of course. How considerate of you, right? But what am I saying? I shouldn't be babbling about myself just yet. That's what tomorrow's ball is for. Speaking of balls, can I see yours? Still, I'm so blessed to have seen your bare feet, Winter. It must be fate. I swear I've never seen such pretty toes before. Oh, I just can't wait to get in there and— oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself again. Anyway, talk to you at the ball later, Your Highness. Thanks for the sniff. You're a freak! You're so cute, but you're a weirdo. Without waiting for a reply, the mermaid prince leapt back into the water. He's gorgeous though. The royal disappeared into the horizon while you and your companion was left entirely speechless. I think that might have been the most disturbingly unhinged creature I've ever spoken to. I like him. You're a freak too. Me too? So sucking must have been good then. Oh, it was. It was okay, I think. I mean, I don't have much experience in that department. You? Depends on how much you want to know. On the way to the palace, Palmier started to recount all of his varied and colorful past spicy experiences. Honestly, good for him. I can't get over his face. You learned a lot about what the body can but probably shouldn't be able to do. Maybe a change of topic is in order. Explore town. Yes, that's all very interesting. But you know what would be more interesting? The town! Come on, stop being a buzzkill and show me around, will you? Whenever you wish, Highness. I offered you his arm. You gladly took it as he led you back towards the center of town. Woohoo! Alright. Well, we went to the beach already. Sadly, there are no traces of the mermaid you met. Guess there's not much else to see here. Let's go to the market. Feeling lost? Click on the compass to go to the world map. Some interactables are better hidden than others. If a mouse turns red when hovering over an area, try clicking on it and see what secrets await you. Ooh. Oh, so many interactables. I shall talk to some people. An older woman can be seen stocking the fruit stalls with vividly red strawberries. She took a few into her own mouth and bright red juices started oozing out after she took the first bite. She has fangs. Are those things filled with blood? That Dutch and Winter might giving me a hand? Pardon? Palmier whispered to your ear. Lady Persephone, Countess of Vamsianes, Osgar's aunt. Oh, Lady Persephone. I barely recognize you. You look younger every day. Blood of sacrificial virgins, darling. 3 hours of soaking and you're born anew. Oh, but enough about my impeccable beauty regimen. Darling, what cheese do you prefer again? Brie or camembert? I know you love one of them mixed with blood and I thought you'd like a crate included for your bride price. Are you that confident about Oscar? With all due respect, Auntie, you might be a little too eager. What makes you so sure I'd marry Oscar? Oh, you're serious? Darling, no one has a better choice than our Oscar. My nephew adores you and you tolerate him, the best match any royal can have. Now seriously, darling, Brie or camembert? Camembert. Camembert it is. I'll buy your whole stock. The whole— yes, right away. There's a secret here. I will come to that later because it looks like the raven. So let me just do all these first. Why have a grocery store if all everyone does is drink blood? The blood bags still need food, also the servants and other unfortunate souls working under the vamp's orders. Pleading man, please Esmeralda, how can I make you believe that I want this? Forgive me, my lord, you flatter me, but I am not worthy of someone of your station. Your beauty alone is worth the sun and stars. Please, Esmeralda, what else can I do but to be honored by your love? Who is that man? Isaiah Feshborn, the third in line for the Theodian crown. Don't let the sweet talk fool you, he's engaged to a young noble from Castry. Was it arranged? Yes, but— say no more. You should give him a chance. Peasant, I order you to give the strange man a chance. What? I don't want to order her. Grand Dutch and Winter, forgive me, I didn't see you there. Yes, skip the worship and the groveling. This man is rich, powerful, and handsome. You could do a lot worse. Yes, he is engaged, but it is not his choice. My advice is go on at least 3 dates and take it from there. If it is an order from their majesty, who am I to deny? No, you have every right to deny. Grand Duchess, with all due respect, Esmeralda is free to choose whoever she may love. That is true. Yes, I would love for that lucky man to be me, but love is gifted, not taken. I thought you who share the same predicament as I would understand what privilege it is to choose our beloved, but clearly I was wrong. Esmeralda stared at Isaiah with glassy eyes. I'm sorry to have troubled you with my feelings, Esmeralda. I promise, you won't ever see me again. Wait, if your lordship permits, I wouldn't say no to another walk on the beach. A walk sounds lovely. The pair gazed into each other with love-struck eyes. Good work. Where'd you learn to do that? Months of being stuck in bed playing ultimate games. The Prince and the Pauper, classic. Hope they can make it work. Is this all you have? Nothing from Ignia or Rith? That blasted rune magic prohibits us from entering their lands, ma'am. This is the best we can come up with. How disappointing. Mimics! Get your mimics! A bunch of moving suitcases started opening themselves, revealing a long row of sharp, jagged teeth. Only 2 left. Mole intrudes, fight off bandits, or simply prank your cousins and close family. Prank cousins, huh? Buy one. You tap Palmier's thigh and he quickly understands paying for one of the deadly suitcases. Which one's the nastiest? That'll be Bob. Name's nothing fancy, but his personality speaks for itself. The mimic immediately tried trumping Palmier's hand, only blocked by the merchant holding out a metal pipe for the thing to chew on. The pipe broke a mere second later. Perfect. Palmier glared at the mimic, and it soon jumped into his arms, burying it between his chest. Oh, he likes you, or fears you. One of the two. Pleasure doing business with you. Man, just how much water do those twins need? I thought they were building a salon, not an aquarium. Daddy, fruits! Yes, remember we need oranges for Mummy. She needs all the nutrition she can get before work. Mummy still need work, but neck all red. Her boss loves her a lot, sweetie. It's okay, the redness will go away soon. No more fainty? Yes, no more fainty. Oh, a dozen of your finest vintages. Oh, celebrating, are we, lad? Restocking, really. Those bloody knights nearly confiscated my entire collection. Most of them aren't even blood, just normal strawberry wine from Castry. Why would they do that? He yanked Palmier down and whispered into his ear. A thieving blood knight. Doesn't surprise me. Most knights get off on abusing their power. The wine, though. Vamps vomit when they consume anything but blood. Either this knight really likes sniffing bottles, or he's not a vamp. You said it. Not me, Highness. What are the tasks that we have? Meet Alexei and a snake in the grass. Find out more clues about the thieving blood knight in the castle. Ooh, let's do that. A store heavily tinted with windows. What is this? A restaurant. You heard obscene moans and can see two shadows crowding over one girl. One guy practically buried. Oh my god. When you say restaurant? A vampire's, Highness. The neck and the femoral artery are the best spots to bite, because it gives out the heaviest blood flow? Among other things. The merchant bowed deeply the moment he spotted you. Looking for another vase, Highness. Afraid I don't have your previous order in stock today. But I do believe I have something better. Oh? The merchant brings out a pot that has a thin secret compartment in the bottom. It's still a prototype, but as you asked, I've added some rune carvings in the bottom. Once you've added your blood, this should only open by your touch alone. Just how many things am I hiding in vases? Lovely. Send 5 to the palace at once. I'll use the tunnels as per usual, my liege. The Emperor shall be none the wiser. Alright. Well, no more secrets other than the raven over here, so let's deal with this. You can feel the crow's gaze scanning the area. The crow squawks whenever it locks eyes with you. I wonder if there's any way to get rid of those things. Yeah, how do I get rid of it? Inventory. Feather. Alright, let's head back to here. Workers' district. The crow again. The crow's crimson eyes seem to be following your every move. Oh, can you go away? Doesn't seem to be any other secrets around here. Talk to this. Highness! The man bows deeply, his gaze glued to his feet while his daughter stares directly at you. The man seems rather frazzled as he tries to push his daughter's head downwards. Reprimand the child, reprimand the man. Reprimand the man. What are you doing? Let the child be, there's nothing wrong with a little curiosity. Oh, I know we are not worthy of your attention, Highness. Hair pretty. Oh, thank you. Your hair is gorgeous too. Eh? Hearing your compliment seemed to distress the father even more as he shielded his child from you. Am I that awful of a person? Please don't take her hair, Highness. It reminds me so much of her late mother, The man started shouting in a panic and you saw everyone's gaze directed at you. From the corner of your eye, you saw some blood knights readying their swords. Peter rested his hand on the man's shoulder and the man seemed to calm significantly. It was just a compliment, sir. Nothing to be afraid of. Simply thank the Dutchman and walk away. Yes. Thank you, Highness. Say thank you, Alice. Thank you. The man walked away with a dazed look in his eyes. What the hell was that? Compulsion. Think of it as hypnotism through my words. He was gonna freak out and those blood knights were itching to kill him. Because of a compliment. Because he raised his tone at you. You and your cousin have a habit of taking things you like without reason. What you thought was a compliment, he and probably most other people here would hear it as a demand. What, so he thought I wanted his kid? That's insane! Welcome to living under a dictatorship. So I can't be nice, ever. You may try with the blood knights and maybe the maids, but civilians, no. Well, I'm a horrible person. They'll take your kindness as something else. What, you can't even try to be an asshole? I mean, would you rather I not be? We have a lot of work to do then. Let's talk to this guy. One of my favorite features from Bewitching Sinners is that we got to explore around, and I'm really happy we get to do it in a whole new town now. The man can be seen mumbling to himself as he seems to be listening in on the bantering workers. Mermaid flesh, of course, that's what I need. Need for what? Continue to listen. The man rubbed against his upper right arm with a longing look in his eyes. My dear Lucretia, this is it. This is how we can be together. He leaned back against Palmier and whispered against his ear. What's this weirdo's deal? I think Lucretia is a soulmate. Most vamps have their soulmate's name appear on their upper right arm. Is his soulmate not a fellow vamp? The leech's soulmate is never a fellow vamp. That's why they are hesitant or outright hostile to the idea of a bond. Why? When successfully bonded, vampires can only feed on their soulmate's blood. That means they'll only live as long as their soulmate does. As only turning is another option, leeches can't survive off one another. There simply won't be enough blood to go around. So a situationship is kind of the only option. Like most problems, murder is the best solution actually. Can't be tempted to bond if you get rid of half your soul. Man, why is your word so hostile? Lack of morals probably, but it is a question I ask every day. Oh, greedy farts of your world seem much easier to handle. I'd say. Well anyway, I don't know what he's planning with the mermaids, but let's allow him to do his thing for now. My, supporting cannibalism in the name of love? So romantic. Shut up, maybe the mermaid will give their flesh willingly. Darling, you sweet summer child. I don't know, okay? He hasn't done anything, so let's leave him be for now. The consequences of my actions are mounting. What are they doing? 4 workers are sitting by the bridge, some raising pitchers of blood. Good work today, men. Took forever to open up those bloody floodgates. I can't believe the Emperor's being so kind to those fish bastards, but I guess mermaids don't have any other way to come our way, don't they? Speaking of, do you think it's true? That eating them giller's meat will make you immortal? You're daft, Davies. We're already immortal. We don't need to eat them. Wouldn't mind tasting, though. I'm just asking, so wait, Henry, do you mean you'd actually sleep with the fishes? Oh, wipe that smug grin off your face. You know what I mean. Have you seen them beauties floating down the river? Wouldn't mind puckering up with a fish lip or two. Well, it must be some good unicorn blood if you think any of them would take you. The men continued to enjoy their drink. When you looked down, you saw ripples in the water. Long, translucent fishtails broke waves across the water surface. Mermaids? Man, this one's foamy. What do you reckon the slop is? Looks kind of like giant frog eggs. Mermaid eggs, maybe. Nah, mermaids give birth to merbabies. I know. I used to help deliver one back in 1740. Are they taking eggs out from the water? Leave the eggs be. Whatever that is, put that back in the water. That's an order. Highness, we didn't see you there. Wait. Yes, you're as blind as a bat. What else is new? Now, are you gonna do as I say or what? Right away, your majesty. The pair of workers dumped all the eggs back into the water. Peter, do you know what those eggs are? No idea whatsoever, but I did see some of those eggs cracking. Shouldn't take long for them to hatch. You think? What if I accidentally unleashed a plague? We can only check on the eggs after a week, so I don't think that's available in the demo. Yelling man, I can't believe you idiots raise the floodgates. Now the Kraken can kill us all willy-nilly. Oh, they're just doing the Emperor's orders, love. The Kraken's nothing but a myth. So are mermaids, and some myth that was. Oh, Winter, how are you, darling? The fancy-dressed woman leaned in and kissed you freely on the cheeks. Winter, you're looking smashing as always. Nervous about tomorrow? Don't be silly, it's my party. Why should I be nervous? Wow, you're braver than I. I can't believe what I'd do if I was married off to... what gives, Danica? The woman bumped the man harshly on the stomach. Forgive my brother, Winter. Afraid we had too much fae on the way here. You know how intoxicating that blood could be. Did I know it? I hope you brought some to share. Of course, darling. I'll be bringing some of my finest girls to the party. I'm sure everyone needs a sip or two to tolerate our boorish cousin. True that. Well anyway, see you later, Winter. You give the pair a quick nod and your cousins give a deep bow in response. Peter, who were those two? Castor and Danica, your cousins. Twice removed, they're blood bag merchants. Human traffickers? Fairy traffickers, but close enough. Awful! Flower boy. Flowers, get your flowers from Theod here. You walked up to the bridge and noticed that Palmier was a few paces behind. He seems to be interested in one of the flowers the boy is selling. It took you a while, but you eventually realized why. Oh, what the heck? Is that a face? Kid, where'd you get these from? The peonies? Oh, they're fresh from the castry, sir. You won't find a better bunch from me, I tell you. The witch crouched down and lowered his voice. I'm not talking about the peonies, kid. Oh, you mean the baby bundlings? The kid seems down for a moment, but it seems swayed to talk by Palmier's warm, friendly gaze. Well, they're from the Flower Children Association, of course. Aren't they back in Theod? You've come a far way, haven't you, kid? I used to stay at their orphanage before Mum had enough to take me back home. I see. Did you have fun there? I did. Uncle Lyle was the best, and the other uncles were okay too. Lyle? All the flowers I'm selling are grown naturally from all their bodies, see? All 12 of them. Ah yes, Ivar's sons, the flower heads. Must be nice to be surrounded by so many pretty flowers. Honestly, sir, it was a bit freaky. None beside Lyle can speak, but I knew they meant well. Took good care of me before Mum picked me back up. Where's your mum now? She's a bit under the weather lately. I'm trying to raise money to buy her some imp honey. Your mum's fae. Yep, bartender at the inn. Blood bag if need be, only sometimes though. One client got a bit eager. Palmier picked one of the weird baby-faced flowers. It smiled and giggled at joy with him. Oh, it likes you. You should keep it then, sir, for good luck. Giving out your product for nothing, not a good salesman, are you, kiddo? Think of it as a free sample. Do you give out free samples to the knights too? Does the Emperor know you're selling witch products in his territory? Well, I mean, they're just flowers that make funny faces. Relax, kid. I won't tell a soul, and neither should you. I'll buy you a whole lot. Just make sure not to sell any of those particular beauties anytime soon, okay? You buy the whole lot? I told you I was a good salesman. Palmier smirked, patting the kid's head as he pulled out a bunch of gold coins from behind the kid's ear. and made all the weird doll-faced flowers disappear. See, that's sweet of you, Palmier. Now bang me. Whoa, how'd you do that, sir? Just some sleight of hand tricks I picked up on, kid. Oh, wait, you're giving this much, sir, this? Should let your mom get the care she needs. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Palmier walked towards you, his face a bit hot, as if he had just been caught red-handed. What? Oh, nothing. You're soft on the kids, aren't you? I'm the eldest in my family. Dealing with annoying brats is nothing new. Uh-huh. That flower, though. Remnants of Ivar's sons. Ivar told you about his kids, right? How he had to turn all his sons into flower bouquet heads like what I did to the other you? There's a shelter in Theon that takes care of them all. Lyle is the caretaker, Ivar's younger son. And Noe has a normal head. Oh, are they well taken care of? Should be. You should visit them after saving that hubby of yours. Meet your 13 sons who are all older than you. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to have you. Old ancient Ivar and his controversially young soulmate. Do you have to make it sound so creepy? Yes. Annoying. Well, I think that's everyone. Are there any other secrets? Because if not, we are headed to Tomes and Scrolls. Who is that handsome man right there? Hello? Hi? Blood Knight. Anything else stolen or damaged, Mr. Barry? You're so pretty. Oh, you are just my type. Dark-haired and scowling? Say it ain't so. Anything else stolen or damaged, Mr. Barry? Only my pride. You're so cute. You're so pretty. Oh, I love you. Oh, do my eyes deceive me? The Grand Duchess here in my shop. Oh, fate has toyed with me once more to grace me with the Royal Highness's presence in my time of woe. Have you come to aid me in my time of need, Your Grace? I do appreciate the care for this mere bloodkin. The bookshop owner has bowed deeply. So much so he bumped his head onto the countertop with a loud bang. I'll show him a loud bang. Whip it out. A no doubt painful experience. Yet he's clearly holding back his pain. You may wince, but keep it brief. I'm a klutz too. But what a fool. I'm a klutz too. It's alright, I bumped my head here and there too. The Blood Knight beside you squinted his eyes at you. Yes, you're most kind, Your Majesty. Yes, well, I'll leave you back to your report then. Good luck on finding your thief. Let's look at these books. A stack of books about world geography and politics, all half off. Some of the maps are doodled in red ink. Damn it. Nothing. Just leave those be, Highness. Are they his books? Running Blood Knight. Quick, grab as many of the defaced books as you can. Oh, they've been defaced. A maid wearing one of your brooches curtsy while holding onto a tall tower of books. Oh, afternoon, Grand Duchess. She smiles, but you can see her knees shaking as she struggles to stand straight again. I will help. That looks heavy. Here, let me help. Well, I can't possibly. Palmier nudged your foot as he took all the books from your hands. Allow me. Ah, thank you, Peter. So sorry for the trouble. It's nothing, Yvonne. What happened here? Oh, I'm just here to fill your library with the new material. Apologies we haven't been able to fill it sooner, my liege. Your engagement is a bit sudden, so we have been focused elsewhere. So you're not with the Blood Knights? No, I'm afraid I just came in at a bad time. Speaking of, I should be heading back. I wouldn't want to hinder their duties, excuse me, my liege. The maid ran off, leaving a stack of books in Palmier's arms. Palmier leaned down and whispered into your ear. Peter told me that one's a bit scatterbrained. Might be useful later on. Noted. Just as Palmier finished whispering, the maid headed back in with a flush on her face. I forgot the books, my apologies. The maid took back the books from Palmier and started to rearrange them in her hands again. This is a little silly, but means well. Blonde Blood Knight. Dark runes, malice magic, and the first copy of the Witch of the North journals. Why would anyone steal such useless texts? Excuse me, Knight. The Blood Knight glanced at you and scoffed. Shouldn't you head to the Emperor, Your Highness? He doesn't have time to humor your games. Is there any way to address me? I am the Grand Duchess of Malona. You are a mere Blood Knight. I demand to be treated with respect. Highness, Lord Alexei sold you off like cattle. I am giving you all the respect my liege have bestowed upon you. Now please leave me be. Are all the knights rude, Peter? What a dick! Only those in Alexei's control. In their eyes, they are above your station as Alexei deemed it so. But we'll teach them soon enough. Yeah, we will. Any secrets to find here? I don't think so. Barry is hot though. You should let them continue the investigation. Alright, well, leaving. Well, where are we now? Shopping district. Let me guess, the crow is still watching us. You feel the crow's gaze scanning the area. The crow squawks whenever it locks eyes with you. I wonder if there's any way to get rid of these things. Alright, let's talk here. Oh my god. Ooh, they're so pretty. Oh wow, you and oh my god, both of them. Are you single? Are you two a couple? A bunch of workers that can be seen lifting what seems to be an enormous standing mirror covered by some thick fabric. Oi! Watch where you're going. That mirror costs more than your entire life savings. Honestly, Aiden, we should have just used our men instead of these Vortesian leeches. These leeches are the only way we can put up shop here, Aria. Emperor's orders. I told you we should have set up in more loner instead. At least their ruler doesn't have a stick up their ass. Why, thank you. Why, thank you, and yes, I can definitely tell you that I do not have a stick up my ass. Your Majesty a liege will do. Hearing Grand Duchess over and over again is quite vexing, actually. Grand Duchess of Malona, it's an honor to meet you. Oh, you clearly know who I am. The question is, who are you? Aiden and Arya, Highness. We're from Castry, here to update the Fortitian wardrobe. Yes, we have the magical touch. With our hands, we'll transform you into the best you possible. That is, not that you need it. You look stunning. Calm yourselves. I understand. When you say magical touch, is it literal? Oh, we pass the inspection checks and everything. Yes, some of our equipment is of Ignean origin, but we don't use core runes or anything like that. Yes, no witch magic here, just our enchanted fingers. They are both so pretty. I love the little, peak of, the abs. It's so fan servicey and I love it. I love it. Oh, I love them. Can I date them both? Well, maybe I'll come visit later, with you opening. In a week, Highness, and we'd be honored to serve you free of charge, of course. Noted. Well, I'll leave you back to your business. Oh my god, those two are so pretty. Blood Knight. Alright, describe the figure again. You mean wolf? There aren't any wolves in Vortex, sir. Well, there are now. I saw one too. Bigger than my entire house. He swallowed two of my sheep whole. Yep, stood on his own two feet and everything. Wait, you mean a werewolf? What kind of fur did the beast have? Brown. It had green eyes, one of his ears shorter than the other. I see. Had that stated your curiosity, Highness, or is there another reason you're sticking around? What? The Emperor's waiting for you. Best not to keep him waiting. Prick? Have you seen the new knight they assigned to Little Leaf? I have, the raven stag with purple skin, right? The one with the misshapen antlers. Yes, that's the one. Surely there's a bit of choice in that walking eggplant. Hey! I wouldn't judge a book by its color. She is of Aspen Ray blood, cousin of Oscar's, bastard, yes, but family all the same. She made him cry. I don't blame him, she looks like a beast. Her talented swordsmanship makes up for it. I hope I see her later, she sounds hot. An orphan needs a blanket more than a sword. I wish the family would realize that sooner. Ooh, what are they doing? Oh, your majesty, I hope your journey here was a kind one. Palmier leaned down next to your ear. Jasper and his secretary / mistress, Echidna. Echidna? Like the same one? Flirting with me in front of Arsham and Bewitching Sinners? Jasper is one of Alexi's advisors. Off duty, Jasper. On the contrary, Grand Duchess, some newcomers from Castry decide to open up shop. Their permits are all in order, but it seems their services are more aligned with Cole's own magic than ours of blood. I decided to see things here firsthand with the beautiful Echidna here, as she is excellent with these things. Business. Beauty, Highness. They're opening a boutique salon of sorts with a magical touch. Their pitch slogan was to be the best you can be unless you prefer to be someone else. Needless to say, I took my time with them. Can't have anyone masquerading as our emperor, can we? But they assured me that their services won't be able to replicate another living being. Still, I assigned the knights to keep an eye on them, of course. Be sure that you do. And what about this? You can see a man carrying a pickaxe. His face is covered in blisters, but they quickly heal under the shade. Shit, need to reapply sunscreen. Alright, where else should we go? So we've got Well Area, Nightmare Emporium, and then Castle. Let's go to the Well Area. Whoa, let me guess. There's a raven watching me here as well. No, it doesn't seem to be. Oh well, let's start from here. Let's talk to this guy over on this side. Oh, your grace, many happy blessings to your upcoming engagement. So he says, but he can barely force a smile. Enough with the pleasantries, out with it. If you say so, your grace. To be frank, I'm a little concerned about the Emperor's intention with your betrothal. Oh, cut the bullcrap. He's punishing me and selling me off like cattle. You can say it. Yes, thank you, your highness. But that's not the only thing I'm worried about. I know I shouldn't worry, but lately there have been sights of roses at your beachfront estate. The White Knights are worried. It's the White Phantom making his presence known before he makes his attack. White Phantom? We have made preparations to anticipate the hunter, of course, but frankly, with the gates wide open for these tourists and delegates, I'm afraid the Emperor is jeopardizing your safety in more ways than one, Highness. White Phantoms? A vampire hunter? Well, I'm sure our knights are more than equipped to handle one hunter. Thank you for your concern, though. Do keep me updated, yes. Is that a love interest? Is he hot? Of course, your grace. You walked away from the man and started tugging on Palmier's sleeve. White Phantom? Oh, don't worry your pretty head about that. He's an old friend from school. A friend? Yep. We used to call him deranged since his hatred towards vampires was uncalled for at the time. Looking back, he probably was the sanest among us all. Too bad he got us kicked out. He was expelled. Yes, but things worked out for him. He became the first ever vampire slayer. Some might argue the best. Enough to kill Alexei? Sadly no, but who knows? With a little magic and luck, anything's possible. I love him. I'm sure he's hot. Let's talk to this person. You can hear the man muttering to himself. Look at him. All over her like a dog with bone. Scumbag. Just watch until I get that potion. You'll see. Potion? Highness, many happy greetings on your return. Do you have a moment? You may speak. Thank you, I'm Gil. I doubt you remember me, but I worked on reinforcing your summer mansion gates last June. I live nearby this place, and I keep hearing odd singing by the cliffs lately. I'm worried it might be a siren luring out your workers and blood bags. I know we don't mean much to you, but I'd rather not see any more young folk dropping to their deaths in the cliffs. Bodies? We've been fishing out corpses for days now. Most of them are your staff or blood bags. Just thought you should know. Thank you. I'll immediately look into that. Interesting. I wonder if it's one of the mermen. Since only we welcome mermaids here. But damn Alexi, has he lost his mind? If Odette was still here, she would have knocked some sense into that boy. Odette? Alexi's mother. Some say she was the only person Alexi has ever loved. Ivar killed her. Casualty in the Dead Zone War. Is that why Alexi hates witches? No, he's just greedy, but his mother's death was certainly why he has it out for Ivar. Love-struck woman. Oh no, how I love you so. I love you too, Titania. You're the prettiest girl in all of Vortec. And you're the best man a gal can have. Blair. Hey, I think they're sweet. They are. She's probably drugged. What? You heard the man with the grey sash. He probably plans to drug her with a love potion. She's pretty yet homely and naturally curvy. I don't usually go for women, but even I can see the appeal. Those blessed with her looks usually gain a lot of unwanted attention from men. Are you sure she's drugged? If you wish, I can always find out. Believe in pessimism. Go find out. As you wish. Palmier briskly walked towards the couple. Need anything, sir? What the hell? Did you just slap her? Snap out of it, woman. That's how he tests her? He ran towards Palmier's side to smooth things over, but the girl had this relieved look in her eyes. I remember now. Thomas is my boyfriend, not you. Noah, how could you? He's your brother. What right does he have that I don't? I love you, Titania. Choose me. Oh, I can't believe you. There. All as it should be. Did you use magic? Is that why that worked? No, I just have a very strong backhand. Oh my god. Violence is often the best solution in these parts, Winter. Do keep up. Let's see, who else do we have? We'll speak to these people over here. Oh, there's so many in this area. The water's so foamy, I should report this to the knights. Shouldn't you be heading to the castle, Highness? You wouldn't want to keep the Emperor waiting. I don't care what he thinks. Oh, Peter, visiting old Ollie again, love. Afternoon, Miss Tatchett. You're still on lookout duty. Of course. The boy's paranoid, but given his ties with the Emperor, I don't blame him. Oh, and good luck today, Your Majesty. The Emperor's been a bit cranky today, I can imagine. Saw a knight searching the forest since dawn. I think he lost one of his toys or something. Toy? A blood bag. Fuck boy or girl? Who knows? Definitely a person though, poor sucker. Did you see who? No, but even if I did, I wouldn't be telling you, would I, Your Majesty? What the hell? Don't speak to me like that. Grow, grow, grow. Those are from the Dead Zone, aren't they, kid? Yep, aren't they pretty? They are, but I don't think those ones want to be planted here. Oh, don't worry, mister. These ones aren't alive. They're not the immortal human ones. Most of them are not, but this one here. Palmier took one flower, and once he plucked a small petal, it started growing back in an instant. Tears could be heard coming from that flower as wet dewdrops started to pour down its stem. Is that thing crying? Whoa, this one's alive? I didn't mean to. I know, kid. Go and throw it into the water. Some of the sea witch magic still resides in the ocean. With any luck, this poor soul can turn into a jellyfish and find some peace. Oh, and do it somewhere where no one can see. I will. You walked away from the child and started to bombard Palmier with questions. That flower was alive. Technically, all flowers are alive, but yes, Highness. That flower was born from the Dead Zone where your beloved turned over 1 million people into immortal flowers. He had a good reason though, right? Well, to be fair, the humans started first. They beheaded his daughter and made her entrails into a banner for show. I knew it. Good to know that mass murder doesn't put you off. Ivar's a lucky man. Little girl, are those wilting wisps you're planting? Yep, Mom said they were for good luck. I haven't seen a wilting wisp in years. I thought they only grew in Helloyinny. They do. My mommy and I went there together 2 months ago. You went to the Dead Zone and you made it out alive? Yep, the flowers are lovely. They make it hard to walk though. Mommy said we had to watch our step. Yes, the flowers are very fragile. Child, may I see the flowers you're planting? Sure. The man started to pull on the petal. Well, I'll be damned. No blood, no cries, no regrowth. That's an actual normal flower. Is the Dead Zone finally healing? This lady? Your Highness, good to see you arriving in one piece. As per your request, I'm making sure we plant more life fruits in the area. I'm afraid it's a slow process, however. You need to know the amount of water they need to grow. Put your back into it, ladies. How hard is it to collect water from a well? The lady shouts at the 2 servants near the well. Take a break. I can't imagine what it's like to stand and watch these fools in this heat. Why'd you take a break? You deserve it. Oh, as expected of your majesty, so considerate. But I know how important these plants are. I won't fail you, your grace. So tired. Can't go on. Chin up, we can't let the countess see our weakness. Palmier, can't you cast an illusion or something so that the pink dress woman can't see them taking a break? I could do a lot of things, but most will also get noticed by Alexi's knights and crows. What if we do risk it? I'll deal with it, please. Just let them rest a little while. The witch grumbled, but he waved his hand, and soon their remaining empty buckets were immediately filled with water. What in the world? There's an illusion around them that should fool any passerby. Now stop being so nice and let's go already. Sure thing, Grumbles. What'd you call me? Cause, you know, you're always grumbling or grunting. Don't like it? No, I don't mind. It's nice. Oh, does it remind him of his sister Fia? Because she called him Grumbles? I knew you were a softie. Any secrets around here? I don't think so. Alright, Nightmare Emporium. Whoa, this place is pretty. When you first entered the shop, the first thing you noticed was the giant telescope in the middle of the room. Oh my god. Hello? Hi? Oh, you were distracting in all the right ways. No, bad boy, don't disturb the customers. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, hello. This is a welcome sight. The second thing you notice was a practically buff naked man clinging to your leg like a dog. If this one were one of your otome games, with the lightning and the angle he's grabbing you, you'd think he'd be a potential love interest. But then the body odor hit you and you realize this is probably some random hobo. Politely ask him to let go. Sorry, but could you let go? You gently rubbed at the man's head. The man tilted his head as if asking for a more thorough rub. Yeah, I'll give you a thorough rub, alright, if you know what I mean. As if on autopilot, you gave the man a good head scratch. The man let out a deep pleased purr. Wait, Winter, long time no see. I didn't expect to see you here so early. My, how many years has it been? Last time I saw you, you could barely stand. You're hot. Shit, is he a family friend or something? Didn't you say you're working on your social skills, Ollie? Reminiscing days of torture isn't exactly a fun greeting. Oh yes, where are my manners? Welcome back, your highness, to Ollivander's Nightmare Emporium. Your one spot for potions of ill intent and bottom nightmares. Since you're here, I am assuming you're no longer vexed about that potion I sent to disintegrate your limbs. The medication I sent after helped grow them back. Didn't they? Achingly so, I'm sure, but those were Alexi's orders, you know the drill. I hate Alexi! Why so mean in the sun? Ah, so not a family friend, just a sadist. Lovely. Oh yes, understandable, you are one of Alexi's loyal dogs after all. Oh, tis, don't be that way, Winter. I keep telling you I'm merely a pawn of mayhem. I'm on neither of your sides. But I wouldn't mind helping whoever brings me the most joy. Is that what the new puppy is for? I didn't think you'd swing that way, Ollie. What does the missus think? Distracting. Wow. Incredibly so. Wow. The topless man growled at that. He did not like that comment, but as soon as he bared his teeth, the collar on his neck glowed a bright red. That is so distracting. A shock was heard, and the man took a knee, beads of sweat dripping down his face as you can see ears popping out of his hair and claws extending from his nails. A werewolf? Oh, no, I was merely punishing a thief is all. A thief? A wolf came into my store with his fangs and claws bared, rummaging through my store like an untamed beast. Ate the lunch Barbara made for me, and I can't have that go all unpunished, can I? He was just hungry. He was probably just hungry. The wolf preened at your sympathy, and he gave the man's head another pat. I'd have to agree with the Grand Dutchman on this one. Perhaps he was just lost. Werewolves succumb to their instincts when hungry. But that begs the question, why is he here in the first place? Werewolves aren't supposed to cross our borders. And he didn't have any legal papers to show me, and said to wait for his packmates to clear things up. I'm not one to be taken for a fool. Are you really one to be taken at all? Bend over. I consider pulling out his teeth of potion brewing, but then I remember my youngest has been begging for a puppy. This should suffice, no? Of course he'll need some training, but that's what the collar's for. What? You cannot just keep and groom a man to be your son's pet. Oh, of course not, Highness. Leaving my little Elliot with a grown-ass man, what kind of father do you take me for? That's just what this potion for. One drop and he'll forget he was ever human. Just a full wild wolf. A little experiment your cousin and I have been working on. Save the... Yeah, no. You can't do that. He's a person. Not some animal you can experiment on. Oh, why doesn't care, Highness? I don't need to explain myself to you. I'm the Grand Dutchman of Molona and I order you to let this man go. Is that so? It is true that you may be the ruler of Molona, Winter, the green emerald shining brightly amidst Alexi's ruby crown jewels. But you forget who is the true prey here, Winter. There's a reason why us Dream Eaters are also called the Ender Worlds. Ooh, do we get to find out more about the Dream Eaters? His eyes, they're making me nauseous. I hear so many voices, what is happening? In fact, I could just show you all my true form. Oh, please do, I bet it's so hot. Watch you all wriggle around on the ground in pain like maggots. Before inevitably your tiny head pops off like little balloons. That should put you pompous little leeches back in your place. Ow! My head! It feels like it's gonna explode. Ollie, please. Think of the paperwork. Oh, good point. Then I suppose I can settle for a favor. A favor? Like I said, this man ate my lunch and destroyed my belongings. Compensation is needed, don't you think? Most will settle for money as compensation, Ollie. But I'm not most, am I, Peter? Don't worry, it's merely a small task, really. I'm poisoning someone from me, Highness. Old Barry from Tomes and Scrolls. No, he's hot. Been trying to get him back for weeks, but sadly he's a bit too crafty for my usual ways of slipping things into his food and drinks. However, he won't deny your word, I'm sure. What? You want me to order him to drink poison? You won't kill him, just cause him to have nightmares for the rest of eternity. That's awful! I take it back, you are no longer attractive to me. Insane! Punishment fits the crime, I swear. What I'm doing is practically a mercy. And what exactly did he do? That I'll tell you once this bottle is empty. Deal? Before you can say anything, the unassuming bottle was already shoved into your palm. The guy you're trying to save seemed to feel a bit guilty as he tried to take the bottle away from you. Perhaps this is his way of saying this isn't your responsibility. A kind gesture rudely interrupted by Ollie's shock collar, as the werewolf convulses in pain from another strong shock. Don't! I'll do it, okay? Just watch me. I intend to. I'll be waiting for your arrival, Highness. You left the store with an angry stomp as Palmier quickly followed your trail. Dang! Well, nowhere else to go but the castle. Damn it, must I? A basin full of blood and tiny bits of bone. Water fountains. Right, of course. The bones? The witch merely shrugged. Some leeches like to chew on them for fun. Well, you're way too chill about this. My high school librarian was a raven stag. He had a student in front of me once. That explains a lot, actually. That was the librarian in, India, right? Cousin. But yeah, that's Basilica, your youngest first cousin. Winter, you look absolutely horrible. And the rudest. Is there any way to address me, Basilica? Oh, don't call Alexi on me, you know that won't work. Also, it's not an insult when it's a fact, you look like you haven't fed in days. My maid here is a quarter fay if you need a little pick-me-up. The maid looked up at you with fearful amethyst eyes. Her uniform is drenched, soaking to the bone. Whether that is sweat or water, you're not entirely sure. Why is she so wet? Oh, I dropped a coin in the fountain and I wanted to scoop it up for me. Can't she just use her arm? It's too deep for that. The girl smirked and you can tell that she's doing this just to torture the poor maid. I will buy her maid. What's her price? For your maid. I want her. Name her price. Saren. Well, if you want her, you can take her. Think of her as a wedding gift. I can never guess your horrible taste anyway, so this saves me the trouble. Great. Saren? Yes? The maid answered through chattering teeth, struggling hard to hold her shivering. You belong to me now. Head to the maid quarters and show the knights this jewel. Palmier took off one of the green brooches from his outfit and gave it to the girl. Mihai, the greying one with a thick curly mustache is the head knight of the East Wing. He'll get you sorted. Yes, thank you, my liege. I'm forever in your debt. Poor girl, I hope she doesn't catch a cold. Cousin, so looking forward to your marriage. Before you can respond, the young lady pulled you into a suffocating embrace. If you choose Oscar as your maid, my brothers are gonna mess you up and tear you from limb to limb, you hear me? What the hell? Why is she so mean? Screw you too, bitch. I see you still have trouble understanding how things work around here. I'll be looking forward to educating you. The woman releases you, her face flashing the fakest smile you've ever seen. Her two brothers mimic the same expression. What a bitch. Yeah. You overheard the knights whispering. Damn, did you see how they just strode in like that? Yep, His Majesty's gonna be pissed. Man, I liked Winter too. Handling a spoiled brat is easier than whatever the hell Alexi is. My lady, may I have the honor of... No. I didn't finish. Your beauty. No. I'm Lord Maxwell Aventoth, the third richest person in the castry. Oh, why didn't you say so? Start with that next time. Oh, ew. Let me come over here and talk to this guy. Dad, I told you not to visit me at work. How else am I gonna see you? You never visit. Dad, the Emperor only gives me one vacation a day a year. You know this. Back in my day, I was allowed 3. And Alexi, if his father was still around. Well, Alexi ate him, so what can you do? Also, are you invited to the ball or something? Because if not, then... As a matter of fact, I was. I'm the +1 to the wonderful... Dad, no. No, you don't even know. Dad, I dated 52 women in my 30 years of life. I know your type, just no. Ah, what do you know? You dated the same man for 10 years. Yeah, that's exactly the definition of romance. Because that's what love is. Come on, I know the type you like. Let me guess, it's either Lady Zora or Carly, isn't it? Oh, right, it's Lady Zora, but... Dad, seriously, the praying mantis? She ate 5 of her past suitors. Yes, but think about it, Milo. A face like hers isn't a bad way to go. Dad, how about this couple back here? Before you approach, Palmier leaned into your ear. Count Bjorn and Lady Rena, your cousins thrice removed. Do they even still count as cousins at that point? Cousin, many happy deaths on your upcoming engagement. Indeed, may blood be overflowing to Malona and Vortek. Thank you. Thank you, Rena. Your words mean a lot to me. Bjorn and Rena both made a face at you. You know you don't have to pretend to be strong, cousin, not in front of us. Yes, just so you know, none of the family agreed with Alexi's decision. But he is who he is, and unfortunately, he can kill us all with a single wave of his hand. It's fine, really. I understand. Oh, Winter, always so brave. Tell you what, after the party tomorrow, I'll bring the finest of my unicorn wines and we'll get so drunk that you can't even remember your name. How's that sound? Oh, that's a wonderful idea, sister. I'll bring the finest blood bags I can find. Meet you at your library tomorrow just before midnight? Wait, Sounds perfect. Don't worry, Winter. We'll plan everything. Yeah, sounds great. And Palmier made a loud cough, but you swear you can hear him mumbling pushover under his breath. Hi, Oscar. He's so pretty. Oh, Sir Milo looks so handsome today. Oh, I can just... Oh, Grand Duchess. I didn't see you there. So sorry for showing you such an embarrassing display. Milo's gay, girl. Girl, that man's gay and has a 10-year-long relationship. You ain't got no chance. My lady, with all due respect, Milo is a proud homosexual. I think your affections are better put elsewhere. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me, Your Highness. Of course, and don't worry. Any guy would be lucky to have someone as cute as you as their partner. The girl's face went beet red. That's so kind of you to say, Highness. Highness, do you actually fancy any of your suitors? I only really know one, and Sir Osgar is more of a friend than a life companion, really. I see. Then say no more, Your Majesty. I'll definitely help you in your ordeal. Oh, nothing. Save me a dance tomorrow? Maybe we shouldn't have come, Elias. Those werewolves have managed to strike Lady Evelyn. What if we were next? The Grand Duchess needs our support in these trying times. You care more about that child than our daughter. You're no longer an advisor. You owe them nothing. On the contrary, my love, I owe them everything. Elias, huh? I hope he sticks around the castle for long. Hey, the poor cats. Hey, stop bullying that pigeon, stupid crows. You ran through the crows and they disappeared into a cloud of smoke. The pigeon flew away in an instant. Gons! What's wrong with Alexi and pigeons? Did he get shit on them when he was a kid or something? Palmier leaned closer into your ear. Yes, but I'm afraid his pigeon bullying reasons are much darker than that. And? This is the part where you explain what they are. Ah yes, in broad daylight, and on castle grounds where every blood knight can hear you. Perfect. Right. Tell me later. Hi, Oscar. Is that Oscar? Oh. Before you can approach the Fae, Palmier pulled you into a bush. Hold on a second, he's not alone. Hiding behind a tree, you can see Oscar talking to a fellow Ravenstar with purple skin and asymmetrical horns. Sigrid, what on earth are you hiding here for? Oh my god, she's so pretty. Holy crap. I'm not hiding, I'm seeking. I lost Leaf while we were playing tag. Damn it, when the werewolves got him, sound the alarms. I must want... Sigrid, calm down. I saw Leaf going inside just a minute ago. You need to use the bathroom. Oh, alright. Are you sure I'm a good fit for this job, Oscar? Maybe I should have stuck to protecting the Grand Duchess instead. I know how close you and Leaf were. I get why you asked for a reassignment. Yes, but I only got this job because you're close to their Royal Highness. Without their help, I'm sure they would have assigned someone from Alexi's side instead. What if I fail? What if those wolves come and finish the job? What if Leaf never remembers me? I'm sure he will. Be patient, he was only 4 at the time. I know, but he keeps avoiding me, and I heard the others calling me all sorts of things, scaring him away. Beast, monster, eyesore. I can't even disagree since everyone here is so damn pale and beautiful. Feels like Savid all over again. Oh, poor Sigrid. Ignore them, you're stunning, cousin. It's in our blood. I know, our family is gorgeous, Oscar, at least other Ravenstarks. But others will state otherwise. And don't tell me you disagree, you wouldn't be in this getup if you didn't want to belong. You're so lucky you can fit in. No, trust me, there's nothing I like more than to get butt naked right now. Please do? Hello? I would really appreciate that. You should do that right now. Just so I can see. Let my hooves, red eyes, and midnight skin finally breathe. Alas, nudity is still shameful here. Prudes. Does that mean if I marry him, I can just see him slanging it all the time? I mean, I suppose they do have a point. We really should be more modest around our fawns. Speaking of, I should really head in and find Leaf. I really hope he likes me. I wouldn't be alive if it weren't for him. I'm sure he'll remember you soon. Just take it slow. The kid just had his entire world turned upside down. I know, thank you, Oscar. May your belly never be empty. May your horns pierce the night. The pair of Ravenstags bumped their horns together before parting ways. That's cute. What was that all about? Who exactly is Leaf and Sigrid? Sigrid is one of your knights. She's one of the few Ravenstags that has been given the title. Mostly thanks to your bond with Oscar. I don't know much else. Peter didn't really mention her. Leaf is the late Lady Evelyn's son. Lady Evelyn was Alexi's right-hand woman and she was ambushed by werewolves on her way to Molona. She and her husband were mauled by a whole pack. Ouch! Did she deserve it at least? Depends on who you ask. To the many wolves and humans she slaughtered by her and her minions, yes. To her orphan son, no. Alright, let's go here. Oh, Evelyn, my sweet girl, I swear I shall pull out the hearts of every single lichen to avenge you. This lady's gonna be a problem once the werewolves come around, isn't she? Oh, most definitely. Great. Any progress? No, we didn't encounter any werewolves on our way here. Lady Evelyn's murderer is still out there somewhere. It should have been your lord instead of mine. There was no advisor like Lady Evelyn. She only went to Molona to clean up your incompetent master's mess. Intervene. Excuse me. If you wish to insult me, at least have the guts to do it directly to my face. Your Highness! Very well. You're incompetent, weak. The only reason our emperor kept you is because you share the same blood. Alright, so since when were you in love with Lady Evelyn? Since they were enlisted, Highness. Richard, right? Weren't you supposed to be a personal guard? From one boy toy to another, my condolences for losing your mistress. Peter, that's not... Oh, now that makes sense. Well, she's dead now. You fell in love with someone who used you. Glad we cleared that up. Go screw some other lonely advisor and get over it. You can see tears welling up in the knight's eyes, but he nodded and kept his mouth shut. A maid wiped her tears right before she greeted you. Afternoon, Your Majesty. Welcome back to Vortec. Is there anything I can help you with? Why the tears? I'm sorry. I was Lady Evelyn's handmaid, Your Majesty. I raised her since she was a babe. I know I've no right to mourn her, but I can't stop the tears from coming. She and her husband were so young. Poor young Master Leaf. I swear I'll protect him until the end of days, so as long as he wants me, that is. Evelyn would have liked that. I hope so too, Your Majesty. Well, time to go inside. Ready, Your Highness? As ready as I ever will be. You tightly held Palmier's right hand as he guided you towards the castle gate. Your personal handmaidens and guards all following in tow. You're sure that you made quite a menacing sight, at least to those oblivious to your inner turmoil. What if the blood wards don't recognize me, and I explode to bits? Or what if they do work for me but not Palmier and I'll get caught either way? Rulers do not shake in adversity, my liege. Get your shit together before others smell your fear. The witch whispered, his hand tightening around yours, and you can feel a slight cooling sensation against your palm accompanied by the scent of lavender. Perhaps a spell to calm your nerves and mask your paranoia. Right, I'm the Grand Duchess of Molona, ruler of the Northern Seas, and second in line for the vampire throne. Alexei may be king, but he's also family, my cousin. We're equals. I'm just as important as he is. Are you though? Now face to face with the guards wearing Alexei's ruby red jewels instead of your turquoise and green. You can't help but catch the overwhelming scent of unrestrained animosity. Even the blood countess at the door gives you a condescending smirk as she stopped you in your tracks, judging you with her bright crimson eyes. The Grand Duchess of Molona. Do you swear that all your entourage are loyal to the court and from henceforth you will take responsibility for any of their future folly? I do. Then let your oath be sworn in blood. Palmier said a prick is all they need, but the Countess must have a personal vendetta against you as she sliced your entire palm. Ashen crimson blood tainted the white cobblestone floor, and then you felt it. A shift in the air as a touch of red rippled throughout the entire castle. You may enter. Moment of truth. You stepped inside the castle threshold with ease, letting go an exhale that you didn't know you were keeping. Palmier, however, isn't as stoic. His grip around your hand tightened, and you can see a bead of sweat dripping off his brow despite the smile plastered on his face. You okay? Something is wrong. Little Thorn. Oh. Okay. This is the MC's cousin, but me as the player? This guy is like my type. Damn it. It seems you'll forever be a pain in my backside. You're late. Tardiness. This is precisely the kind of unmannerly behavior that earned you my late father's ire. Dearest Winter, that and a clear lack of competence to succeed even the simplest of goals. 26 days I have awaited for news on the werewolf prince's whereabouts. Almost an entire month of missed opportunities to prove your use to me. I hate you. You're pretty though. Have I not been kind, dear cousin? Gifting you with all the luxuries and resources you demand. All for naught. Silence. 26 days, 27 attendants now following your lead. I suppose the least you can do is return the blood that is owed to me. My attendants! What the hell? Hey! Bones cracking, necks breaking, as the servants bearing your crest and jewel all twist and contort into horrifying positions, all without emitting a single scream. The blood, at least what little there may be, oozed out of their corpses freely. Alexei's knights and maids bowing as they casually mop up the mess and squeezing the juices into tiny vials. Meanwhile, you bite your lip as you try your best not to let out a single tear or scream. You can't even move your neck to retch away from the gruesome sight. Your entire entourage, fully massacred except for your dear friend Palmier. Just when you thought it was over, your body was rapidly lifted into the air, your blood running hot as if you were boiled from the inside out. Palmier's comforting hand holding on to you for dear life, as Alexei contorted your body into excruciating positions. Such loyalty. You're lucky to have such a fine companion, Winter. Him, on the other hand, the witch's body was slammed downwards, his head bashed into the carpet, and this time and time again until he finally let go. No! Palmier groaned in pain as he struggled to stay on his feet. He warned you about this, about how the Vampire King wields a newfound kind of magic due to overconsumption of witch blood. Your body was slammed into the floor with such speed that you can barely yelp. You felt your kneecaps bust and mend themselves in an instant. Pain rushed through your body, but fear held your tongue as you can't imagine what would become of you if you were still human. So this is the magic he gained from consuming all that witch blood. The ability to command over blood, bending any living being to his wants and needs, a dictator's wet dream. He's a bloodbender now. Oh, he's so hot though. God damn it. Whenever I say he's hot, I'm saying it as me, Yinny, not the main character. Satisfied, Alexei came closer, tucking your hair behind your ear as he kissed your forehead with a gentleness so contrasting to his act of cruelty. Disappoint me again, and I'll serve your pretty little Peter on a platter. Understand? Slap him! You slapped him so hard it echoed across the room. You braced yourself, expecting fury and disdain. Hells, you wouldn't be surprised if he just throws you out the window for your insolence. But instead, the devil smiled. A pure, overjoyed grin is plastered across his handsome face, now marred with your red handprint. It's giving you the creeps. I always admired you for your strength, even if it was formed in necessity instead of choice. Got everything out of your system yet? Kick his ass! You punched and clawed and kicked everything within your reach. Despite knowing them only for a week, you did find comfort in your little entourage. Lizzie made sure your bath was always the right temperature, talking being embarrassed whenever he accidentally knocked eyes with you. Jean who kept untangling your messy bedhead despite always complaining about it. You vented all your unspoken anger with your fists and feet. Yet all the while, Alexei merely laughed. His wounds healed quicker than your now bleeding fists. Your knuckles grew sore before they mend themselves once more. This is pointless and he knows it. I wish to rest. Of course. A big day awaits you after all. It's not often that we get to use our power to unify instead to conquer. I wait to see who would earn your favor. I'm eager to learn how long I shall wait for your death. My death? Oh, my sweet, naive little Winter. Did you think I would settle for such a fickle thing as marriage? No, only a true bond between the souls will do. Your life forever tied to theirs. Aren't I merciful? At least I had the courtesy to choose those with a long lifespan rather than a short one. What an asshole. Peter, escort my cousin to their quarters and make sure they're presentable for tomorrow's festivities. You of all people should know how best to enhance their beauty. Yes, my lord. Palmier wobbled to your side, and you immediately knew something was terribly wrong. The witch never has shown this kind of weakness before. Push! Not here. You did great. Now let's get the hell out of here before the other leeches try to bleed me dry. Palmier led you to your private quarters. The witch barely made the last steps before bursting through the door, collapsing headfirst onto the cold wooden floor. Palmier! Red mixed with inky black splattered all over as the witch kept coughing his insides out. Palmier! Palmier! Heckin' shit arsehole, just scream his name for everyone to hear, why don't you? Oh my god! A maid boy, he looks great! Are you trying to blow his cover? Shut up and calm your tits already. What? Lowell, language. What? They're the actual Dutcher, might as well cuss them out while I can. Lowell, blood. Wait, blood? The wards are rejecting him, so he needs the blood of someone who is accepted by the wards to mask his trail, so to speak. Wait, that means my blood will work too, right? Give him your blood. Yeah, take mine. This is your plan together. Only fair if you take accountability. You bit your wrist with your fangs and shoved said bleeding wrist towards the witch's mouth. Palmier glared at you for the intrusion, but inevitably lapped it all up. His cough finally stopped as he turned around and laid back on the floor, a long sigh of relief escaping from his blood-stained mouth. You shouldn't have done that, Winter. I couldn't let you die. I'm not gonna die yet, at least. Alright, let's get you out of those clothes, Peter. You know blood takes forever to wash off. The witch groaned in protest, but let the wolf strip him as he pleased. Whoa! Very distracting. I'm gonna move myself, so I'm like not in the way. Wow! This is great! A part of you knows it's impolite to stare, but it's kinda hard not to with Palmier's fascinating physique. A balance of perfection and flaws as one side of him is immaculately pristine, while the other is akin to cracked porcelain barely held together with golden veins. He reminds you of those kintsugi plates your mother loved so much, highlighting imperfections into a thing of beauty. How did you get those scars? Stupidity. A paradoxical selfish act of selflessness. Won't happen again. That's quite vague. Because it's not a tale I wish to recall, dearest Winter. Not yet, at least. Now forgive me, but I need to rest. Wait, on the floor? At least get on the bed. Nope, he's asleep. Might as well let the bastard rest. Can't you put him on the couch or something? Is that an order? No? I mean, you don't have to help him if you don't want to. Good, I don't. He can suffer for all I care. The hell? Why do you hate him so much? Who say anything about hate? He just annoys me is all. He keeps probing into my head whenever he pleases. Does he even know the word privacy? Probably not, but you know he will probably toy with you even more if he wakes up on the floor, right? Damn it. Despite his complaints, Lowell lifted Palmier onto the couch. Thank you. Yeah, whatever, man. I really shouldn't have made that pact with him. The wolf mumbled under his breath, a whisper that even you are amazed you're able to catch. A pact. He and I made a deal that he would help me become one of Alexei's maids so long as I pledged my servitude to him for 5 years. Basically, I have to do whatever this arsehole says and keep him alive for 4 more years or I'll literally burst into flames. That means I have no choice but be involved in whatever mess you two are up to. I mean, I didn't tell you anything. Only bits and pieces. His magic is dulled thanks to the wards. So his telepathy was rather choppy, but I get the gist of it. Basically, I need to try and find your lover boy, use your blood to break the wards, support you to the best I can, yada yada. Anyway, anything you need my supporting with, my liege? Is it safe to talk so freely? In your room, yes, privacy wards. Alexei can't hear anything in here. Vice versa, you can't hear anything from his room either. Telepathy? Yeah, what? You never felt that tingle in your brain whenever the damn witch goes and digs all your secrets out? No? I mean, I don't think so. Does he do that often? Oh yeah, he talks to me with his noggin more than his actual mouth. And he doesn't do that with me though. Or so you think. You think he dug through my mind without my consent? Oh, I know he did. Question is, what did he find? Oh, just leave me be. I just want some time alone. Seeing all those deaths was... First time. Well, I get it, but wallowing in misery ain't gonna bring those suckers back to life. My advice, don't keep yourself up in the room. Being alone is the last thing you want right now. Is that your way of saying that you'll keep me company? No. I have something to cheer you up though. Ooh. Laurel rummaged through Palmier's pockets and threw a necklace towards you. A bright pink rose quartz with a thin gold chain. What's this? Courting gift from your soulmate Ivar or whatever. Palmier wanted to give it to you, but he forgot. He said you should always keep it with you for good luck or something. He nodded and happily wore the golden pendant around your neck. Palmier told me to keep an eye on him if you decide to head out and explore. He thinks I should explore on my own. I mean, you are a royal. Alexei may be in charge, but this is still your home. No one's gonna stop you if you stray too far, unlike with Palmier and I. I guess that's true. Anything else I should know? Alexei's in a pissy mood, so I wouldn't go to any of his rooms for now. You'll know from the paint. Your domains are all white, his are black. Fitting. Right. Anyway, so you wanna look around or... We'll look around. I'll go. Take care of Palmier for me? Like I have a choice, trying to get killed. Oh, look at him lying on the couch so serenely. You poked at the witch's tummy and even squeezed his nose shut, but the man didn't even stir in his slumber. Wow, he's really knocked out cold, poor thing. As you continue to examine the witch, you notice that his weird gold scar spreads all throughout half of his body. Little cracks similar to broken porcelain and actual flesh wounds. Yet his skin feels no different than to yours. I wonder what left such a large scar. Jasmine tea. It's still warm. I can smell blood mixed into it. Rabbit, not human or fey. That's good. Take a sip. Oh god, that's vile. Wait, are there maggots in here? Ew! Who on earth would have done this? Someone hates us. I still can't get over how short this dress is, but this is what the other me likes, so... A rather luxurious looking vanity. You rummaged through the drawers and found a hidden compartment. It seemed to require a small key to open. Maybe it's somewhere in this room. Alright, let's head out, I guess? Well, let's head in here. So soft and silky, but this really isn't the time for a nap, is it? The room is so pretty. A family picnic. Cute. If it weren't for the bloody corpse on the table, I guess it was lunch. It's warm and chunky. Yep, that's definitely not wine. God, it smells so good though. Faye? Unicorn blood? Maybe both. God, the smell. Nope, bad, Winter. Get a hold of yourself. Out we go. Just as you're about to open the door, you hear a loud shout. You didn't. You immediately open the door, just to crack and see one of your guards and maid bickering with each other. I'm sorry, sis. I was just so upset at what the Emperor did. I mean, he harmed our Dutchum. He killed Farley and Gideon, and you were mad too, Ida. I know you were. That doesn't mean you can curse him. Especially using one of Ignea's magic. Have you lost your mind? I know. I was just so mad. Now I can't go back up there and get the accursed thing back. What do? I left it in his living room along with his morning paper. If he picks it up, I'm dead. I'm so dead. How did you get into his living quarters anyway? Surely Verna would have stopped you. I might have spent all morning in the garden spying on his sister and blackmailed her to deal with Verna for me. Ellen! I know, but you know we're not allowed on the Emperor's floor otherwise. Not even their Highness Winter is allowed up there without being summoned. Is that where Alexei's hiding Ivar? On his floor? Maybe if I scratch her back and help her with this, she'll scratch mine. Help her openly. Discreetly help her. I think we should be discreet about it. Wait, I don't really have a reason to help her, do I? It'll be too out of character and suspicious if I do. I'll just help her out secretly. I don't want any more bloodshed today. Not wanting to startle the girls, you made loud stomping sounds with your shoes to alert them of your appearance. When you went out the door, the girls immediately went back to their stations, smiling like nothing is out of place. May I help you with anything, Grand Duchum? Yes. Who on earth served me that horrid cup of tea? There were maggots in there and everything. What? I don't know, Your Highness. I wasn't in charge of your refreshments today, I swear. Carolina and Lowell were the only two that entered your room today, Your Highness. My sister is not allowed in your quarters. I'm willing to take a blood oath if... Enough. There's no need for such dramatics. Just point me to Carolina. I'll deal with her personally. I think she's in the library. Also want tea? Thank you. Besides Lowell and Peter, no one is allowed into my quarters, understand? Your wish is my command. She's so pretty. As in like the guard? Time to explore. Jesus! There are so many rooms. 2 guards that seem to be changing shifts. Bad news, the periwinkle pricks are here. Those pompous Berg siblings, better keep an eye on them. Last time they were here, they tried to solicit one of the maids. I remember, they could never learn to keep their hands to themselves, always causing a huge scene. At least Werner is the one keeping watch today. Hate to admit it, there's no better knight than him, even if he is one of Alexi's. I hope we meet him. I bet he's hot. Oh my god, there's so much stuff to do. Plates all neatly arranged at the top of the fireplace. I think Mum used to have something similar at home. The one in the middle seems unfamiliar though. Smells exactly like the tea served in my room. Was this poison too? You gave the tea a quick swirl, and you soon noticed that there were maggots on the bottom of the cup. Oh, disgusting! Who would serve this? Many condolences on your marriage, dear. I tried to appease Alexei, I really did, but you know how he is. I don't know what came over him. He's been awfully peculiar this morning. Someone must have ticked him off. You mean the staff? Maybe. Speaking of, you should train your help better, Winter. This one has no manners at all. I had to pour my own wine, and he didn't even bother to fan me or offer me any extra cushions. Criminal. I know, it's like he's begging to be fired or something. What's the point of all these plates and silverware if all we eat is blood? A well-maintained gramophone. The device seems to be turned off. The man is clearly drunk. His face is flushed, and his chin is stained red. Huh. He doesn't reek of normal blood, though. Is this normal wine? Oh, Winter, so happy to see you around. Can't say I feel the same. Are you drunk? Am I? That might explain why I feel so hungry despite all the red I drank. But I didn't vomit, so it should be blood, right? Which bottle did you drink from? The green one from that blonde blood knight, of course, one of Alexi's. The maid's handed me mine. Hans, are you okay? You look ill. You should sit down. You sniffed the man again and noticed there's a whiff of strawberry on him. Didn't that merchant say a blood knight confiscated his strawberry wine? Is this the same guy? Aha! Oh, Highness, finally shown your face, have you? I hope you don't mind us taking all your vintage. Alexei said we can make ourselves at home. Actually, not that we listen to you anyway, dearie, you'd understand. Ah, so that's how it is. They're Alexei's friends, not mine. I will be enacting revenge. Why so shy, Una? Drink up. There's something odd about the tea, don't you think? I wouldn't know. The wine tastes great. Faye, 16 years old probably. Virgin, of course. Here, sip. Oh yeah, the taste of wine, but why is the tea so horrid? The butler looks bored as hell. His red gaze piercing you with such hatred. Ask about tea today. Did you notice the tea you served was filled with maggots? I only served the one I deemed appropriate for your guests, Highness. So you think I deserve the same treatment? I am only fit to drink from rotted blood. The man gave you a blank stare. I will take whatever punishment you see fit, your grace. Hold on. This man is way too calm and accepting, almost like he wanted to get caught. You're hiding something. You wanted me to catch you poisoning the tea, why? The butler looked taken aback. He opened and closed his mouth in rapid succession, as if dying to say something but can't utter the words. Speak freely. I promise I'll hear you out. I can't say it in front of all the Emperor's friends, your grace. And they won't leave no matter what I say. To them we are... Lesser, I know. If I can't ask them to leave, then I just have to make them leave on their own accord. A well-maintained gramophone. The device seems to be turned off. Maybe some loud music will finally get rid of these esteemed guests. You turn on the gramophone and set the volume to the highest setting, occasionally moving around the needle so it makes an uncomfortable screech. Ow! Turn it off! Winter, what the hell do you think you're doing? It's my palace. I can do whatever I want, and if you don't like it, then get out. Oh, you bitch! The guest started to leave the room. Well, there we go. Now speak. There, all gone. You can speak freely now. The man let out a deep sigh. Thank you, Highness. Don't thank me yet. I still need to punish you for poisoning me. Will it help if I remind you that I am a free vampire who works for you on my own accord? By contract, you're only allowed to exile or fire me. Torture is optional, but firing is mandatory. Why do you want to get out of here so badly? I got Annika pregnant. It's a miracle, Highness. The first natural conception between vampires in perhaps 5 years, and I'm scared. This is no place to raise a baby, not with the Emperor's unpredictable temper tantrum and murder sprees. We both intend to get ourselves fired one way or another, me by brewing your tea with maggots and all sorts of foul things. And her by ruining one of your favorite garments if she decides to go through with it, that is. She's hesitant. Her brother is Alexei's favorite blood knight. She worries for him here in the castle. Have you told Werner about this? No, Lord, no, he'll be furious. And distracted. Ask him to distract Werner. Tell you what, I'll let you and Annika go and I'll even add some coin to help your growing family. And in exchange? Go tell Werner what you did. Now, right this second. Did I stutter? I need a guarantee. You poured a handful of coins into the man's palm. That enough? What are we waiting for? Let's go. You rush into the main hallway where Werner can be seen guarding the stairs to Alexei's floor. You hid behind a pillar, while the butler called Werner aside. Mika, what is the meaning of this? I need to tend to my... Annika is pregnant. What? I'm the father. She's 4 months along. She thinks it's a boy. You got my sister pregnant, naturally. Not through a ritual or... Yes, I'm gonna be an uncle? Has she seen a doctor? What about her meals? It's been 2 months since our last visit. You're not mad? Oh, I'm furious, but my sister needs you right now, and me, of course, since you're clearly not feeding her right. I need to see her. Wait, Werner. The knight ran and abandoned his station to go check on his sister. Wow, now that's love. It's actually quite sweet. And conveniently, you easily snuck up to Alexi's floor. What the? When you arrived on the upper floor, you noticed the guards swinging their swords around in the air, screeching as if they were fighting some invisible foe. I didn't hear any noises before coming here. And those floating flowers, what's going on? What the hell's happening? He's still breathing, but he's got a nasty cut on his head. Must have taken a direct hit. Whoa! You dodged the knight's sword just as it was about to slice your head off. Spider lilies surround him like a moth to a flame. Die, witch! Knights, don't let up! Are these flowers causing him to hallucinate? You follow the trail of spider lilies into what seems to be Alexi's library. The room is surprisingly empty, though you do notice his desk being significantly messier than the one in your quarters. Let's see if he has any secrets laying about. Such folly. Families distrusting each other so much that they must yank the truth from desks instead of mouths. Ow! Blood rushed down your chin. A sharp pain tingling against your cheek. You look around for the cause and a single spider lily stabbed into the wooden floor. What is going on here? I'll tell you what's going on. Justice. Oh, hey. Hi. Wow. Gah! It's a Malona throne. Bask in the glory of the white phantom, as I would be the last thing you see before— Ow! Did you just bite your tongue? I know, the white phantom doesn't stutter. Damn it, this isn't how it's supposed to go. Spray love potion. Tease him. I mean, I'm free. Go ahead. Do your 5-minute superhero speech or whatever. Obviously, you spent so much time prepping for it. Practice in the mirror and all that, did you? Maybe. I mean, shut up, leech. Feel the heat of justice as I plunge my blade into your— The heat of justice? Wow. You really need to work on your lines, buddy. Also, by the time you finish your speech, I can just— You roll to the side and swipe the chatty man's leg, tumbling him to the ground. Oh, he's cute. Do that and break free. Yeah, you're gonna be efficient. The flowers are a nice touch, though. Grew them yourself? Something like that. Your assailant extended his palm and thorny roses started sprouting all over the room. Before you had any time to dodge, your necklace floated into the air. A wave of surging pink magic repelled the incoming arrow of thorns. Wait, what? That necklace? How did you— Over here, man. Follow the trail of flowers. Shit. You can hear rapid footsteps approaching the door. Your attacker immediately grabbed a handful of letters from Alexi's desk and jumped out of the balcony door. This isn't over, leech. Was the last words you hear from the stranger as he made a hot exit before the Blood Knights burst into the room. Your Highness, are you alright? I'm fine. He jumped out of the balcony. You point outside and saw the stranger flying high using a white paraglider. Where did he hide that giant thing? The white phantom. Damn it, he finally made his way here. Warn the others and hands the blood wards at once. You should head back to your room, Highness. Come, we'll escort you at once. Oh no, I don't need to— We insist, Highness. Please. In the first place, you're not supposed to be here, are you? We wouldn't want the Emperor to hear you've been sneaking about, do we? Oh, so that's what this is. No, but you'll report it to him anyway, won't you? With haste. Of course. With a deep sigh, you follow the Blood Knight back into your room. Here you are, Highness. I've instructed your servants to bring your meals to your quarters tonight. Do I have a say in this? Hey, let me go! Due to the security breach, we advise you to stay in your room as we secure the entire castle. Wait! The knight exited the room and immediately locked the door. Damn it! Well, he didn't come back handcuffed. Well done. Might as well have been. I didn't think me being a royal would be so constricted. Well, you may be royal in blood, but unfortunately there's only one true ruler here. Anything interesting happened while I was out? I sneaked into Alexi's wing. Someone used magic similar to Ivar's to debilitate the knights. And there were spider lilies everywhere. I think they caused illusions. I followed the flower trail and it led me to this tan man who tried to kill me and— Did he make unnecessary long speeches? Corny lines about justice and all that? Yeah. Winston, that vengeful nut, of course he'd be here. You know him? He was a schoolmate back when I was still a witch hunter. He's also the world's first vampire slayer. Some might argue the best, but honestly the bar isn't exactly high. Do you think he came here to hunt Alexei? No, my guess is that he came in to steal intel and more likely will be focusing his eyes on you later. What? Why me? You're the prize everyone's trying to get, Highness. The one Alexei's selling off for power and unity. Can't bargain anything if you're dead. Great. So I have to keep an eye out for both vampire slayers and Alexei servants. I'll deal with Winston. But do keep an eye out. If Ignia's vampire slayers are here, then I have to move quickly. Why didn't you say you were from Ignia? Don't you have allies or friends? I do, but I'd rather not have any more of their blood spilled for someone like me. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing to worry your pretty head about. Anyway, now that we're stuck here, might as well get started on your beady regiment. You're the star of tomorrow's show after all. Can't have Alexei's outshining you now, can we? Oh, I'm so not looking forward to tomorrow. You'll be perfect, I know you will. Now, enough sulking. Turning a 6 to 9 is already hard enough without those wrinkles on your forehead. Hey, what do you mean 6 to 9? What the hell? Oh, you're the worst. That I am, but I'm the only one that you've got, so chop chop. Let's start the pampering, shall we? You spend the next 6 hours or so getting body treatments, starting from gold leaf facials to a full body massage, followed by diamond-encrusted manicure and pedicure. Last thing you remember before dozing off was Palmier delicately brushing your hair, or you laid comfortably on his plush lap. Sweet dreams, my white bleeding heart. You came for me, love. I don't know if I should be glad or terrified. Ivar! You tackled the tall man in front of you. The man didn't even flinch as he quickly engulfed your small frame with his in a tight embrace. He lifted you in his strong arms before gently sitting you on one of the chairs. His golden locks met your lap as he kissed your thigh in reverence. My petite peony, what madness struck you to answer the demon's call? This world does not deserve to be blessed by your presence. Oh, to be spoken to like that by Ivar? Oh, I couldn't let you die. Yes, you could have. Most of my kindred are long gone. My death will be merely another addition to the tally. I would have preferred that than having you risk your life when you could have formed anew. I also wouldn't have to see you indulging the touches of the juvenile brat my kindred called king. Wait, are you jealous of Palmier? Seething. That's kind of hot. Possessive, but hot. I was never one to share, darling, and tomorrow you'll be dancing away with the suitors who are foolish enough to think you haven't been claimed. Ivar starts to pepper your neck with kisses, tenderly tugging your skin with his plush lips. The tongue is so distracting. How I wish to put those insufferable fools back in their place. You could, if you tell me where you are. Where are you, love? Where did they take your body? I'd tell you if I could, dearest, but I truly don't know. All I can feel is the cold numbing my senses. Cold and pain. Oh, he's so pretty like that. He's probably in a lot of pain, but I really love the flower thing that Zera has been doing. Cracks starting to form all over the left side of Ivar's body, his hand crumbling as he failed to grasp at his remains. Ivar! Ivar! Home. I want to go home. It hurts. It hurts. A striking young man, perhaps aged somewhere around 15 to 17, loomed over you on the bed. His striking gold eyes reminded you of Ivar, but there is an innocence that is absent in your beloved. Is he a relative or something? A detail you should shelf for now. Please, it hurts. I want to go home. Home? Where is home? Where did you come from? I can't take this anymore. A sobbing teen ran towards the door. To your surprise, the boy didn't even need to touch the handles. He simply passed through them like he was made out of thin air. Is he a ghost? But Palmier didn't mention anything about specters. You looked to the King of Witches for guidance, yet he remains unmoving, blissfully unbothered in his deep slumber. Palmier! Wake up! Wake up! Snore. Damn it! Despite your attempts, the witch does not wake. Afraid to lose track of the being resembling your beloved, you decided to go against your better judgment and follow the traces of the weeping teen. Come on. Don't be afraid now, Winter. You're here for a fun time, not a long one. You followed the unknown being to a spacious hallway with a notable statue on the staircase. You can hear a muffled cry coming from behind it. Is there a hidden pathway inside? What are you doing here, Winter? Hi, Oscar. I missed you so much. Oh, Oscar. What are you doing here? Snooping. I thought we agreed to look around in shifts, Winter. Tonight's my turn. Again with this plan? I'm sorry, but can you run me down on the plan again? I'll be honest, I don't remember anything about it. So, maybe we can do a quick 5-minute rundown or... Oh my god, I love him. You... I don't know why I even bother. This is so typical of you. 2 months we talked about this and you still... Is this a joke to you, Winter? My people are dying. The so-called life fruit Alexi has discovered is nothing but a plague of death for the people on our border. The drought it caused. I'm sure even you wouldn't survive such a thirst. Whatever plant bore such vile fruit is the root of all evil. You vowed to help me find it and eradicate it for good. Did you change your mind? No, I didn't. It's just that, well, I've been a little confused as of late. Let's just say things didn't go well on my journey back here. My memories are a bit foggy. Oscar's rage quickly turned into worry as he leaned close, brushing your cheek and whispering right against your ear. Has Alexi done something to you? Do you think he's onto us? No, at least I don't think so. That's not exactly comforting reassurance, is it? You and thinking don't exactly go hand in hand. Hey! Try not to strain yourself. Hey! Sorry, I'm scared, Winter. You're my best friend, but blood is thicker than water. I can't even blame you if you choose to stray. Hey! Blood may be thicker, but water runs deeper, Oscar. I don't understand a word you're saying, but I'll help you. At least while you're more trustworthy than Alexi is. Deeper it is indeed. I'll show you deep. Still, you haven't answered my question, Winter. Why are you sneaking around down here? I heard someone crying. It was right in my ear and then it wasn't, so I followed the sounds and it led me here. to a blank wall. No, there were voices and... all I see is an empty wall. No, I think it's concealed somehow. The blood wards must be hiding a path or something. Blood wards? Maybe that's where Alexi's hiding that damn tree. The raven stag's hand brushed against the statue and the surrounding walls, his eyes and limbs turning black as inky black tendrils spread out and examined the surrounding area. Wow, he's getting hotter and hotter. No changes though. Both the wall and statue remain as unassuming as they can be. I don't sense anything out of the ordinary. I know what I saw, you have to believe me. I do, but whatever you found, it certainly doesn't want to be found anymore. We'll keep at it tomorrow, after the ridiculous introduction ceremony's over. For now, we should head back to our rooms. It's nearly dawn, the servants will be making their runs. And you know how loose their tongues can be. Right. I'll hurry back then. Be careful not to be seen. Oh, and Winter, thank you again for helping me truly. The raven stags of Amsines are forever in your debt. You do the same for me. In a heartbeat. Oh, I love him. You snuck back to your room and tried to get a good night's rest before dawn. Well, at least nothing's gone to complete shit yet. Wakey wakey loser, it's almost noon already. Yeah! A strong grip dragged you ankle first onto the floor. Your werewolf maid flashed his fangs at you as he looked down on you with a bright red strawberry in his hands. Always wanted to do that. Quite the heavy sleeper, aren't you, Highness? I'd say I was 1 second from shoving this down your throat just to get a reaction out of you. The wolf's referring to the glowing strawberry in his hand. Despite looking like a normal strawberry, you can hear a pulse-like noise emitting from it. A sound that beats harder than Palmier's and Lowell's pulses combined. What is that? What do you mean? It's a life fruit, duh. Wait. Is that the fruit that Oscar mentioned last night? And what exactly is a life fruit? An abomination that keeps the leech's thirst at bay. Palmier took the fruit from Lowell's hand and ripped it into two. Inside is nothing but pure fresh blood. Your mouth watered at the sight. Its scent overwhelmed you with an intense hunger that you never felt before. Gimme! You swiped the fruit from the witch's hand, quickly slurping it all down. Manners be damned as your mouth becomes a wet red mess. Did I also mention that it's made from your beloved Ivar's blood? That, my friend, is what poor Ivar has become. You see, Ivar went into a coma. One that I may or may not have caused. But regardless, the leeches took advantage of his incapacitated state and used his body to create that. An endless supply of blood made from his very flesh. Pure blood witches are immortal, you see. No, they're just farming him. Ew! Only a clean slice of the neck would kill us. Other wounds we can sustain no matter how painful they can be. I ate my soulmate! Why did you say something beforehand? The witch shrugged. I like seeing how people react. Besides, you need the blood. Rabbits and the like aren't easy to find in these parts. It's either feeding from this or from an innocent, Winter. I'd rather starve. I'm afraid starving yourself does very little besides torturing yourself, Highness. Wait, is this supposed to be you being angry? Where'd you find this wuss, Palmy? What's a big deal anyway? Every other vamp is eating out your man. Might as well get in there and dig in. What the hell? No! He's right, like I said, this won't kill him. Whatever Alexei did, Ivar is now stuck endlessly sprouting these fruits from his body. He was originally called the Witch of Bounty, so I suppose creating life out of nothing is easy for him. But the blood, let's just say the use of our blood never really ends well for either party. Wait, this explains what I saw last night. I think I saw a younger version of Ivar crying for help. You sure you're not dreaming or hallucinating maybe? No, I followed him to the guest wing, and there was a statue covered in roses, but then Oscar found me and, well... The Raven Stag Prince. What's he out and about at that hour for? About that, I think Oscar wants to destroy Ivar, or at least the fruit-bearing part of him. He says these life fruits are causing a drought in his homeland. It seems that I promised to help him with it, hence why he's a suitor. He just wants to find Ivar like us. Ah, yes. The Amsines border area has been known to be struggling these days. Rain hasn't fallen there in almost 2 years. He thinks Ivar's the cause. Is he? I don't know. We'll have to find him and find out. Either way, Ivar must have sensed his soulmate nearby and is reaching out to you. If you ever hear or see him again, follow. No matter in what form he might be. Yeah, it's a nice solid plan and all. But before that, they gotta survive the Vampire King's violent mood swings. Shouldn't we start doling this one up? Alexei ain't gonna be happy if they're late. We got like 1 hour before the suitor introduction ceremony, you know? Wait, an hour? Don't worry, Your Highness. Despite my teasings, you've always been a work of art. We only need to find the perfect frame. Speak for yourself, this kid's a hot mess. Oh! Palmier grabbed a bunch of outfits from your closet and dumped it all onto the rude maid, burying him under a mountain of clothes. Can't breathe. Now, which color do you like best? Ooh, I look pretty. You look divine. The witch compliments, no doubt an attempt to subdue your nerves before you make an utter fool of yourself. His deft hands tucked any loose hairs around your face while waiting for one of the blood knights to announce you to the room. And behind large gilded doors, you can hear a jumbled mess of laughter and chatter. Apparently, festivities like these are rare for Vortek. People came far and wide just to be part of history, the first of your many upcoming marriage ceremonies. If only you knew who's the lucky groom. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Relax, you'll be fine, Winter. What if I say something stupid? And humiliate myself, or worse? Then talk through your body instead of your mouth. You're a natural beauty, Winter. Perhaps not as sharp as deadly as the tasteless average Vorticians prefer, but ethereal nonetheless. Use it. Besides, Alexei will do most of the talking as he usually does. All you have to do is charm the 3 princes and take your pick. 3? The wolves really showed up. Oh yes, even I was taken aback by who they presented. They cleaned up to be quite the looker. Nothing like the beastly form I'm more familiar with. Wait, do you know the guy? So do you, Winter. We're ready for you, my liege. Was it the guy yesterday in the shop? Without wasting another second, the Blood Knights wearing Alexei's red jewels started to open the doors. A blinding light immediately blurred your vision. You tried to calm yourself and act accordingly, but the dread rose like bile in your throat. Wait, Calm, Highness. You're the belle of the ball. The crown jewel these peasants have the honor of stealing a glance upon. Act like it. Look at how Moogle is sleeping. It's funny. Palmier held your hand and pulled you into the room, all eyes on you. Mostly those with a deadly shade of brilliant ruby red. Presenting their highness, Winter, Grand Duchess of Molona. You held your head high as Palmier escorted you towards Alexei's side. You try not to let your eyes stray as you made it past the leers and jeers of the crowd. Their eyes shine not in reverence but in mockery, fangs sharpened pridefully in display, ready to tear your throat into 2 if need be. I hate them all. This feels more like a walk to my execution than to my marriage. And then again, you suppose it is one, at least to the eyes of your kind. Little Thorn, your buds are flourishing today. I'm sorry to disappoint you, dearest cousin. Did you hope Peter would have done a poor job? Why, of course. Nothing like some fresh blood and entrails to liven up a party. Well, I suppose we'll have to settle for more modest forms of refreshment tonight. The maid next to Alexei's throne opens a tray of your beloved fruit. The same fruit of life that you feasted on earlier this morning. The vampire lord grabbed a particularly plump fruit and leaned back as he took a bite, his hand motioning at the crowd to continue whatever festivities awaited. Go on then, meet your reapers. Oh, he's so pretty! A handsome man with luscious red locks practically jumped out of the crowd and hurriedly bowed before you, his modest entourage bowing in tandem. You notice that his envoy is fewer than the other princes, all of them carrying small buckets of water in their hands. Sensing your confusion, your witch friend whispered some guidance into your ear. Mermaid feet only last 2 hours on land. If you're too invested in your dance with him, you might get doused with buckets of seawater. Keep the dance sweet and short. Got it. Tell Silverpool, youngest son of King Morrow and ruler of the Theodian Sea. Your beauty is even more stunning up close, my liege. Truly, our eggs will be blessed to have both the blessings of the blood and seas. Eggs? Mermaids. I do wonder who will carry those to term. I heard it's quite an excruciating process. The immortal emperor mumbled before waving the mermaid prince off for another suitor to introduce themselves. Wait, I'm not done. I haven't even measured your feet. Ugh. Enough about my feet. Alexei's blood knights struggled to pull the eager foot connoisseur away, but Alexei must have used his powers to finally force the man to move aside. Another suitor took his place, one that you're quite familiar with by now. I love him. I think he's my favorite. Lord Oscar Aspenray, guardian of Amsines, firstborn of Lord Hannibal and devourer of Castry. You look as lovely as ever, my liege. I like you. The Ravenstag took a deep bow, before hurriedly taking his place beside the mermaid prince, who's still squirming around trying to defy the hold Alexei has on his blood. And then there's the usurper. Oh my god, hi! Alexei says as he leans forward to the edge of the throne, eyes glowing bright red as his sharp fangs descended to full display. Oh my god. Oh wow. Takes on to no one, my lord. I wouldn't accept judgment from a tyrant who stole the throne by slaughtering their own sire. The guy from Holy Store. Hello, Angel. Oh my god, I knew it. I'm glad I was nice to him. Angel? Is there something that you forgot to tell me, Little Thorn? Your thumbs bent in odd angles, making loud crunching sounds as they do so on your cousin's whim. Alexei doesn't even grant you the comfort of a scream, your lips unmoving no matter how hard you will to open them. The pain soothed rather quickly, however, as you can feel Palmier's subtle magic coursing through you, numbing the pain. I hate Alexei. So eager to slaughter another one of your kin. Go ahead and try. After all, there are a few things I like more than a good fight. Afraid your night's not much of a challenge, but I reckon you and that fancy blood mage of yours might just be worth breaking a sweat or two. Oh, so you were the cause of the strings of body in the forest. Surprised? My pack is more bite than bark compared to those pups in Chichia. Copper hasn't fallen a century, and never will. And yet you're the ones groveling for peace, a mere dog who presents their bellies in submission for a good rub. No offense, young emperor. You're the one who looks like they need a good rubbing to me. Can't find anyone to put up with that ego of yours. The whole room went into a silent hush. Hisses can be heard as Alexi's knights are ready to pounce. Oh, I like him. The werewolves soon followed their leader's hostility. Howls and growls can be heard as some of Conry's entourage have already partially shifted forms. You dare! Swirls of black shadows mixed with specks of gold surrounded Alexi, as you can see his rising bloodlust. Actually, I do. The handsome wolf took out a long pristine white feather from his pocket, one that looked similar to the one that Pigeon dropped yesterday. I see. Oh my god, Conry's massive! Your thumbs twist back in place, and you can see Alexi's expression change from rage to disbelief. It seems we're in need of a private conversation. Alpha? Conry. Alpha Conry Rolf. And yes, the conversation has been long overdue between us, young Emperor. Alpha. Hello, it is I, an Omega. The Wolf King's sharp slit eyes dilate the moment they make contact with you, much like a cat's. But first, a dance from their highness, the crown jewel of your empire. Sure. I know you never asked. This party has been a bit boring, hasn't it? Music, please. Feeling bold, you decide to take matters into your own hands and practically glided onto the dance floor. For a brief moment, you danced in utter silence, with Palmier eventually singing an aria to fill the void. It was horribly off-key, and not something you would dance in a waltz to, but you made do until Alexi's servant finally gave in and started playing. Perhaps just to spare themselves from the witch's tone-deaf singing. You have a very loyal attendant. I prefer to call him a friend, as you should. You're not like other vampires, are you? Wow, do you say that to all the vamps you meet? You're the first. The longer you danced, the more emboldened your furry suitor became. The werewolf shamelessly sniffed the top of your head. A somewhat embarrassing gesture, as you have no clue how bad you smelled over there. The scent. Do I smell? Yes, I mean, no, well, not in a bad way. Sorry, I forgot sniffing isn't the common greeting here. Rest assured, you have quite a delectable scent around you, soothing and yet enticing at the same time. Conry leaned in for another sniff, his eyes closing as he seemed lost in thought. Oh, Luna, that scent. Could you possibly be an Omega? Okay, my turn. Did you just slap him out of the way? Without warning, the bold Conry was easily shoved aside, replaced by a much smaller frame. The werewolf leader was hurriedly led to Alexi's side as the mermaid started to lift you to the air. Whoa! I've been looking forward to this dance, Winter. I can't call you Winter, right? Right? Did he just lift me just so he can look at my feet again? Sure, can you put me down? Whoa! The mermaid dipped you without warning, but you can't help but tightly grip at the eager prince's shoulder, your head inches away from hitting the floor. I can't believe I'm finally here in the hallowed halls of Castle Caton, rubbing elbows with the deadliest vampires there is. Oh, joyous days to be here. Here where the crime thrives, here where the prey runs, here where they murder for fun. You sure are happy. Endless killing sprees, slaughtering with glee. Eager I am to be part of that country. Oh god, he speaks in musicals. Sing back. And we're happy to have you? You tried to sing, but it was completely out of sync. The mermaid squinted at you for a moment, but seemed happy nonetheless at your attempt. We'll work on it. I'm afraid singing has never been the highness's strong point. Hi, Oscar. Oscar cut in between you and the mermaid prince, his hand gripping possessively on your left shoulder. I believe it's my turn, Sir Till. Already. If you're still eager for another dance, Peter there seems more than happy to oblige. You glance at your witch friend, who seems to have a hard time rejecting the other guests crowding him for a dance. Hired noblemen and knights alike seem to swarm Palmier with a feral glint in their eyes. The mermaid prince doesn't seem immune to his charms either. Oh my, such beautiful meaty thigh. Yeah, excuse me, Highness. Wow, he moves on fast, doesn't he? To be fair, Peter is oddly alluring tonight. Must be spreading his fairy dust or something. Whatever he's doing, it certainly helps with averting people's attention from us. Come on, we should sneak out while we can. You hurry to the guest wing, evading any roaming knights patrolling the area. The moment you descended the staircase, you heard it. It hurts. Please call. Io, Seth, anyone, help! A younger version of Ivar sobs in front of you. The young teen's weeping pulled on your heartstrings. Hey, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Who are you talking to? You mean you can't see it? The dark prince shrugged as Ivar made a bolt for it. You immediately gave chase, Osgar sticking close to your side. You once again stood in front of the rose-covered statue just like the night before. You approached it fast as your legs could take you. Winter, wait, you hit a wall. Oh, his portrait is so pretty. Just before you crashed, the statue shifted downwards and opened up a way. You ran faster and passed through. Ow, Winter! You heard a loud bump and you noticed that Oscar didn't pass through. The hole you passed quickly, disappearing into nothing but an empty wall. Shit, well, when a door closes, there's always a window you can jump out of. You worry about escaping later. Ivar! Ivar, are you here? Come any closer. A deeper voice responded. A voice you recognize as your Ivar. You followed the sound, trudging further into the overgrown hallway. The section of the castle is completely abandoned. You almost miss the knights and maids loitering about. Rooms upon rooms you roamed, yet there's still no trace of your beloved or a way out. There's a moment of panic as you realize you might be lost forever in this forsaken garden, but then you see it. Oh, my wife, no! The body of your beloved Ivar resting on a plush bed, surrounded by lush strawberries and roses growing out of his chest. His chest moves so shallowly that you could barely catch it. Ivar! You ran towards the sleeping figure, immediately shaking the man awake but to no avail. Are you here to hurt us again? Your heart seized at the question, and even more so when you saw who asked you such a thing. Before you stood two versions of your beloved, one clearly younger than the other. One is the Ivar you know, the one you proudly call your other half. The other in his early teens, the one that led you here and disturbed your sleep last night. His build might be mature, but his face shows his youth, perhaps only 16 at most. Ivar? Who are you? What are you doing to us? Haven't you done enough? Step away from my flesh, leech. Further tampering will lead your nation to ruin. What? No, Ivar, it's me. It's your soulmate, Winter. Don't you remember me? The two Ivars looked at each other concerned. Did we get a soulmate when we come of age? Did Priya died on our 17th birthday, and this is no wife or lover of mine. Mother did say we didn't have the comfort of a soulmate. Our kindness too tainted for that. She's right. This leech is lying. Clearly only here to play us like the Raven One. Raven One? Does he mean Alexei? Ivar, don't you remember? How you came to my dreams every night after my 18th birthday. We spent each night talking with each other, dancing and hugging and kissing. You had my name as your soul mark. Your Ivar rolled up his sleeves and revealed nothing but white, unblemished skin. I lived for centuries. Sired countless sons and daughters with women whom I married and loved with all my heart. But there is no soul that will reach Inferno nor Elysium after my death, such is the fate of my kind. An all-powerful yet lonely and empty life. No, that's impossible. Palmier, we will know what to do. Is there any way you can call on him? Palmier Baker. Yeah, the Witch King, your friend. For a moment, the witch's lip twitched into a familiar amused smirk, but it was quickly followed by a deep exasperated sigh. Like father, like son, just how many calamities must my nephew cause in his attempt to mend the unmendable? I only know one Palmier Baker, and there are many names befitting of him, but King is not one of them. Bastard of the Witch of Change, God's slayer, or the bewitching sinner who freed his former kin from our tyranny. Choose your pick. Insolent fool is the moniker I prefer. I'm sorry? Was he the one who took you here, stranger? Did he make you believe that I was your destined one and only? Your Ivar. Is it even right to still call him yours? The Witch of Beauty shook his head, as the other version of him simply eyed you with pity. I'm afraid he played you for his own gain, child. You're just another victim of the one aptly named the Witch of Deceit. Wait, what? At first I thought maybe Ivar lost his memory from the torture? But now you're telling me that Ivar has never been our soulmate ever, and the whole year has just been Palmier, because he's the Witch of Deceit, playing with us and lying to us, and confusing us to... That explains... Oh my god. So, does that mean Palmier was just pretending that Ivar was our soulmate the whole time? Just to get us to come here to set his plan in motion? That would explain why Osgar's home hasn't rained in 2 years. Because for us, Ivar's only stopped responding recently. But back then, it said 2 years it hasn't rained in Osgar's home. So does that mean that, like, Palmier lured us here after making us fall in love for a year just to enact his plan? Palmier! He... what? No, Palmier is my friend. He... Oh, my naive highness. Palmier! A familiar voice rings in your ears. A presence you somehow didn't notice when you start to walk away from the apparitions before you. All you can focus on is the loud beating of your hammering heart, followed by the familiar and once comforting touch of long fingers belonging to your first ever friend. My lovely Winter, couldn't you have drowned in your delusions just a while longer? Palmier! What the hell? Oh my god! Oh, I'm going to oh no! What the... what? Oh, I can't believe this. Rarely am I ever left so speechless. Oh my god, what? That's insane. So incredibly well written, but insane. I genuinely thought we had a bond with Ivar. But you need to tell me this is Palmier is doing for a whole year. The snake! So hot though. Okay, there's 2 more branches I want to explore before I end the video. First one, instead of looking around, let's stay with Palmier. I think I'll stay with Palmier. He's got you right where he wants you, doesn't he? I'm gonna head out and do my chores. Bath is all prepped, by the way. Just hop in whenever you feel like it. I will, thanks. The wolf bowed at you and left the room. Just as he left, a piece of crumpled up paper fell out of Palmier's bundled up clothes. At the same time, the witch let out another painful cough and emitted a painful groan. Take it. Your curiosity always gets the better of you. Privacy's overrated anyway, right? Inside the note is a list of all the servants in your envoy. Next to them is a list of their likes, dislikes, and quirks. Little things that Palmier seemed to note on how to help his fellow workers. Upcoming birthdays, useful things they might need. That's so sweet. Names of kids they're eager to see back home, a sweetheart they want to marry. Family members they had to take care of, it's all too much. Oh, I mean, this is obviously part of his deception, but still sweet. You wiped your tears away, trying to remember all the names of your deceased servants. Checking them back, however, you discover some interesting notes about yourself, your general health and preferences. Ideas to make you feel more at home. His actions that he decides to refrain on, as they seem to make you uncomfortable. The witch cares more for you than he lets on. Palmier, thank you. You sighed as you rested your head on the witch's taut stomach, waiting eagerly for him to wake up. You spent a good 15 minutes waiting, but then realized 15 minutes without the internet is a long-ass time. You then decide to head to the bathroom and take this time to take a long, relaxing bath. The water's just right. Lowell even added flower petals and provided a variety of bath salts for you to use. Despite his putty mouth, he's actually more attentive than I thought. You added some potions, mixed the herbs and other things available to you. Once you were done, the entire tub was brimming with bubbles, almost engulfing you whole. And thank goodness, because you had a familiar nosy witch nearby. Mind if I join you? Hello, no I do not. Palmier! Palmier is still basically naked, his underwear being the only thing keeping his modesty. Technically, you have bathed with the man before back then, when there were only ponds and rivers to wash yourself with, but shouldn't you rest? I can't sleep very well without my limbs tangled all over someone. Okay, TMI. You asked. Wait, is this why I saw those maids and guards coming out of your tent at the crack of dawn? Palmier simply smirked and sat on the edge of the bath, leaning over the array of shampoo bottles. What can I say? I'm quite the charmer. I saw 5 people coming out at the same time. How did you guys... Wow, what a hoe. Now there's a hole, there's a way. Oh, don't look so scandalized. At least I'm an honest harlot. Besides, we don't always get up to something. Sometimes it's just some innocent cuddling to warm those particularly cold nights or exchanging massages to wash the tension away. I'm very skilled with my hands. Would you like a taste? Yes? Meaning? A scalp massage as I wash your hair, of course. Alexi did say we need you looking your best. I guess, don't share my bathwater though. You're allowed feet, but besides that, stay dry. I can work with that. Palmier poured some shampoo into his palm and started to work your hair. You felt a tingling sensation on your scalp as his literal magical hands ran through your hair. Are you using magic right now? Only a little bit. I'm testing out the limits of my powers in this wretched over-decorated bird cage. I didn't think the wards would refuse me. I was hoping the plan would work without involving the mangy pup. Lowell does seem a bit unpredictable, but it's not like he's not trustworthy, right? Oh, the dog is as loyal as they come, but he's a bit reckless at times. Still, we'll take all the allies we can get. Though with the wards rejecting me, I'm afraid my magic will be quite limited. I also need to drink Lowell's blood every morning. Why? To ensure that the wards won't try to boil me from the inside out. Oh, why his and not mine? Blood drinking is a peculiar thing among the vampire kind. An exchange of blood could lead to an accidental soul bond. If you fed me your blood, then if for some reason you need mine in return, then we would bond our souls together instead of you and Ivar's. Wow. Yes, that's right, but you were smart enough to refrain yourself, so one day you need my blood, feel free to suck me all you like. Jesus, you and your innuendos. They're a good distraction, aren't they? Or are you the type who's strong enough to face the traumas head on? Would you like to talk about what happened back in the throne room? We can also ignore it if you'd like. Tell me what you need, Highness. Alexi, I can't believe well, you did warn me, but he really is a monster, isn't he? All those innocent lives gone. Tears starting to spill from your eyes. Seconds away from running down your cheeks like a damn marathon. Palmier must have noticed the change in the mood as he closed the gap between you two. His broad chest becomes a sanctuary for you to weep in. You did good. I know it doesn't feel like it now, but trust me when I say that there's only one innocent vampire in this world and he was not among them. If it's any consolation... Is he talking about Thane? Each one of those leeches has taken a life. Perhaps that is just how karma enacts its brand of justice. You had notes on all those leeches though. Their families, their likes and wants. You cared. I say privacy is a foreign concept to you, little thief. Is it stealing when it so accidentally dropped into my arms? Oh, well, if it's accidental, then I suppose nosiness is your only vice. That and you're far too trusting in others. I'm not as caring as you paint me. But that doesn't mean I want to make their lives difficult. And another's warmth is always appreciated in cold nights. You like them, it's okay. I did too. I hope they find peace. Sorry, everything will be worth it once you rescue Ivar, right? Of course, there's no better proof of affection than setting the world ablaze to be with your one true love. Oh well. I don't know about that. Jeez, Palmier, you're an intense kind of lover, aren't you? Oh, you have no idea, Winter. I would like to find out. Now wipe those tears. We can't have a puffy-eyed, nearly wet of war, can we? Oh, I'm so not looking forward to tomorrow. You'll be perfect. I know you will. But seriously, cease your weeping. Turning a 6 into a 9 is already hard enough without a clogged nose and swollen red eyes. Oh, so sorry we can't all be natural 10s like you are. Shame, isn't it? But at least Lady Fate is fair. Don't let my looks fool you, Winter. I assure you I'm much more rotten on the inside. Come now, Highness. We have work to do. Alright. And that's the end of that. That was cute. I really like that. Well, time to click around. What is this? Damn it, who's been humping the suits again? Animals. Just because they talk and move doesn't mean it's right. An older looking knight salutes you. Sir Mihai, reporting for duty, Your Grace. In the name of the Blood Knights of the East Wing, we welcome you and are happy to serve. Mihai, did a girl named Saren come to you? A maid with dark hair and pale purple eyes. Ah yes, the Quarterfay. I've dressed her accordingly and treated all the wounds from her previous master. She's currently in the bathroom tending to your sleeping garments, my liege. Wow, you put her up to work so soon? She insisted, Your Grace. She says she owes you a great debt which she's eager to pay. She'll get on quickly, I assume. She's clearly a hard worker and a humble soul. Your guests, well, Alexi's guests, that he called in for you are all waiting in the parlor room, my liege. Sad to say they mostly invited themselves, but you know how Alexi's companions are. I do apologize for not being able to say no, my liege. It's alright, you did your best. Thank you. Anders, great Dutchum. I'm the one who brings you breakfast every morning. And the one who changed your diapers until you're potty trained. I'm also the one who potty trained you, taught you how to walk without, and how to drink from your victims without spilling. The man looks like he's about to cry. But I completely understand the lack of my existence in your memory. I'm merely a humble servant after all. I feel so bad. Who raised me? Damn it, I should have remembered his name for later on. The maid scrubs the floor with such passion or is it anger? Damn that brat Ellen, why do I have to cover for her? That girl always does whatever she wants just because Ida is a knight. It's not fair. Well, time to look around. You turn on the tap for a few moments. The water is a murky, inky black before turning clear. Oh, well, that's ominous. Saren, Your Grace, thank you for saving me today. I'm forever in your debt. Glad to see you dry and warm, Saren. Yes, thank you again. Lady Basilica is rather creative when teaching discipline, I'm afraid. Not that's advice, but she's a bitch. You can say it. Saren gave you a shy smile. I really can't, Your Highness, but thank you for saying that for me. Is there anything I can do for you? Just glad you're okay. I am. All thanks to you, Your Grace. If there's anything you need, anything at all, please let me know. Wow, and you're practically swimming this bathtub. You can fit like 4 people in here. The girl squats in an odd way as if protecting her belly from touching the floor. You should let her do her job. The maid kept her head low, trembling under your gaze. Her neck is littered with bruised bite marks. A thin and short chain golden cross is wrapped over her neck like a talisman of sorts. A human? Is she Indian? Did the other vamps bite her? Poor thing, she's shaking like a leaf. Ask where she's from. Sincor, Ignia, Your Highness. I was among the girls who... She bit her tongue, clearly trying her best to control her words. Earn your favor to become a blood bag. What? That can't be. You're a maid. I mean, you said you were bored of my taste but still enjoyed my looks, so assign me as a maid instead. Do you want me back, Highness? I rather much prefer my current station. What? That wouldn't be necessary. She was terrified of me. What exactly did I put her through? I'm sorry. Please continue your work. The maid gave you a shallow nod and continued cleaning the spotless floor. I guess the other maid was no less of a monster than Alexei. Good to see you again, Yvonne. Try not to drop the books this time. Oh, Your Grace, sorry we're a bit slow on updating your library. No problem. I'll see you around. Library time. There were too many books to read all at once, but you can probably glimpse through 1 or 2. How to eradicate a soulmate? Cursed by Lady Cole, all vampires are forced to have a mortal as their other half. Once both parties are of age, a soul mark will form on their skin, allowing them to identify their soulmate by sight. These marks are typically the other party's name or the first phrase they'll hear from another written in the other's handwriting. Bonded vampires can only suck the blood of their beloved. All other forms of sustenance will be rejected from the vampires' bodies. A curse effectively brought upon by our kind to end our endless lifespan short. To pull one's soulmate is irresistible. Their blood sings to us, pulling us like a moth to a flame. Once their life source touches your tongue, it'll be the sweetest thing you'd ever taste. And it is for that reason you must kill your intended, defying the Ignian god's control over your fate. Whoa, hey! Once a soul mark is formed, a party should be set out to hunt the target. The bearer of the soul mark must not take part in the hunt. For few can resist the divine smell of their soulmate, and most will succumb to the pull, damning their immortality to a short and meager existence, forever tied in a deadly noose called love. Oh, Your Grace, I've received more reports on our surveillance efforts in Ignia. Should I hide them among your books like you requested before, or put them on your desk? Hide them in my bookshelf? Was I slacking off? Give it here. I'll read them now. Very well. The reports detail the Knight's failed efforts to breach into Ignia's capital. One letter is more current than the rest. To the Almighty Emperor and our fairest Dutchum, the core ruins surrounding the capital have yet to falter, still burning all our soldiers to ash upon contact. Efforts have been made to eradicate any remains of Core's blood, yet magic still flows freely from the Ignian's fingertips. It is presumed that they have managed to find another substitute for rune ink, thus allowing the humans to create miracles still. Ooh, that's cool. A dozen more sorcerers are needed in order to penetrate their defenses, particularly Lady Phaon and Sir Hedwig. I have faith that their aid is the key to bring Ignia to its knees. I like Ignia. Our perseverance will prevail. Ignia will fall and the south shall finally be ours. Do not grant his request. We need all our sorcerers here, understand? The Emperor stated the same, Your Grace. I'm glad you two are in agreement. I'm not. I thought he'd be happy to send troops out. Does that mean he's guarding something here? One of the maids is training the other. Make sure the nose is pointing to the handle so the lid of the pot doesn't come off. As the redhead poured the tea, a bunch of chunky maggots started wriggling out of the spout. Is that— oh my god! Maggots? I hope that wasn't for me. Your Grace! This isn't— I didn't know! The raven-haired girl started pointing at the redhead. Carolina's in charge of tea duty today, Highness. I know nothing. Better leave them be. The butler looks at you with a teary-eyed gaze. Good afternoon, Your Grace. Your Grace, we do apologize for the mess. I must admit your arrival to the castle was quite sudden. Then again, no one can ever predict the Emperor's mood. Why the tears? Oh, I'm sorry, Your Grace. It's just that I promised your mother I'd take care of you. Just as I have for her when she was a young babe, now you're wedded off without any say. It breaks my heart, Your Grace. You did well. No one can predict Alexei's cruelty. Besides, why give up so soon? I'm not bonded yet, am I? The butler smiles at that. You truly are the white to the Emperor's black, Your Grace. Need a hand, Kaya? Oh no, I got this. Don't be silly. I'm more than happy to help. Oh, he's clearly into you, girl. Read the room. When you searched through the drawers, you found a hidden compartment with a small keyhole. Now, if I were some secret key, where would I be? Let's head up. Highness, I don't mean to alarm you, but I know some books are missing from your collection. Particularly those involving our blood magic and your notes on the vile bloods. Are you sure they're not just misplaced? Perhaps, but missing books and random flowers are scattered on the floor doesn't bode well, Your Grace. It could be an intruder. For your safety, I suggest you stay within your room this afternoon. Peter's staying with me. I'll be alright. Oh yes, Peter. He rolled his eyes at the name. Why? There's something you wish to share about my loyal attendant. The knight's eyes started to water. Nothing, Your Grace. Only that perhaps your affections and loyalty to him are misplaced. What is so appealing about him anyway, that infuriatingly obnoxious man? Who cares that he feeds and brushes the vile bloods every morning because you're too afraid to? So what if he makes sure everyone eats before duty, remembers all our family members' names in case we die, and he knows who to call? Jabberthan, control yourself. Don't mind him, Your Highness. He's just sour. Peter rejected his confession 2 months ago. Oh, confessing your love to your own master's paramour. Bold. Jabberthan wiped his eyes with his sleeve. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but at least you know he truly loves you. You found a scrapbook dedicated to mermaid sightings. One article is circled in red, dated about a year ago. Mermaids discovered in Theodian waters. Renowned zoologist Quill has finally uncovered the habitat of the once mythical mermaids. No longer fairy tale, young Quill have somehow managed to convince the mermaids to make their presence known to the world. Are they peaceful or are they a threat? Find out on page 9. Please stand back, Your Highness. There are flowers on the ground, red roses clearly left by an intruder. Or maybe someone just dropped some roses. I mean, my room is full of them. Yes, white roses, Your Grace, not red. We do our best to ensure everything is in their place, Your Grace. None of us will make such a mistake. Well, out we go. Well, now we're up here. Okay, we are back up here. I wanted to explore the other doors here because before I went straight into this one and was thrown into the cutscene and got booted out. So I'll go in here first. Oh, Your Majesty, look at how long your hair has grown. The maid pours blood onto the knight's thigh. Neither of them seem to mind. Let's see. Yeah, they are all hallucinating. Away, you vile blood. Heed your master. Even more spider lilies. I must be close to whoever's causing this. Let's come in here. That's a lot of hair products. I'm surprised his hair can even move. Is it just me or is this tub bigger than mine? The windows are shut tight. That's why none of those spider lilies are flying around in here. It hurts. It hurts. Are you okay? Oh. Yeah, she's also hallucinating. This girl is hallucinating, but her visions seem more violent than the rest. Examining her body, you can see she's clutching some kind of photo in her hands. You try to touch it, but become extremely woozy whenever you come near the photo. You can barely stand before collapsing on the floor from the dizziness alone. I can't do it. Sorry, but you're on your own. You left the girl to suffer in her misery. The two statues immediately formed an X over the doors with the spears. Their heads tilted sharply towards you. Intruder, vacate the premises at once. Whoa! You felt a sharp pull as the carpet floor shifted and you were escorted back to the staircase. Your Highness, how did you— Oh shit, Werner's back. Oh, there you are, Your Highness, thank goodness. Well, it seems like we just get booted back down here regardless. Okay, and a little bit more exploration that I didn't get to, because usually we just go straight up, but I want to talk around here and go in through this door and that door. Let's go through here first. More scrubbing, ladies, put your backs into it. The Emperor doesn't want to see a single speck. I guess they're busy preparing for tomorrow's festivities. I should let them work. Let's talk to this person. Oh, wife, it is my darling Winter. How goes my second favorite nibbling? Hi, Auntie. Auntie, it's Shan Shan. Oh, are you in your rebellious stage now that the wedding bells are coming? No, I won't blame you if you were. I'd be too if I was forced to soul bond with some mortal and see them age. Imagine waking next to a 26-year-old. Disgusting. You tried to control the grimace on your face. It's not working. Right, it's cruel and unjust torture, Shan Shan. Think you can get me out and... Oh, no, little one. Like I said, you're my second favorite, remember? Alexia's first. Besides, bonded doesn't mean you can't have fun. You sound that love potion I gave you, don't you? That should help you find some willing partners when you get tired of waking up to the same face every day. Just remember to only use one drop. Trust me, you do not want an obsessive partner drunk on love juice. I had to learn the hard way. Love potion. I don't think I found such a thing in my room before. Maybe I missed something. Wait, let's go back. Let's go look for the love potion. It's somewhere in the room. It's a key. There we go, found the key. Alright, it's a perfect fit. You opened up the drawer and found a half-empty vial along with a note in your handwriting. Day 10. Observation results. Peter still seems infatuated but less obsessed now. Not too possessive, not too aloof. Just right. Keep the dose to 1 drop a day to maintain affection. Remember to spit into the cup he's drinking beforehand to ensure you're his target. Damn, was the real Peter drugged with a love potion? Thank God Palmier saved him. I should keep this safe and dump it somewhere. Man, the other me is awful. Alright, back up here. Now we have the love potion. Let's talk to her. Excuse me, hello. The maid with one of Alexi's brooches kept her eyes focused on the curtain, completely ignoring you. Wow, even Alexi's maids think they're better than me. I guess it's safe to assume that all the staff see me as lesser. You can hear the 2 knights whispering to each other. Both of them seem a bit younger than the other guards. Lady Zandra's looking at me with those eyes again. I really want to go up to her and... Don't. I understand how you feel, but she's His Majesty's favorite aunt. He'll kill you. What the hell? I knew Lady Zandra had a type, but I thought that she'd lose her libido after 2 centuries. Does she know we've just become of age? Why do you think she's interested? The good thing is she'll lose interest when we turn 25. That's good? What? Would you want to be a Mr. DiCaprio? I'd rather turn to dust. Is this painting supposed to be Lady Zandra? Wow, who knew she was quite the looker? She's prettier than half your girls, Atreus. Oh, not like your pics are any better, not? You know what? You're right. We should get some fresh meat. Any other maids stood out to you? Oh, lots, but you know we can't do much with Verna watching us there like a hawk. I know, I've been trying to charm that maid over there, but she wouldn't even look at me. Guess we just have to wait till one of the bitches comes to us. Hey! Wow, these guys are scumbags, yeah. Hi, Verna. The knight strikes at your knees the moment you try and take a step on the stairs. Ow, what are you, nuts? Blood starts to seep from the wounds for a moment before your body mends itself anew again. The Emperor has not summoned you to his floor today, Highness. Shouldn't you be preparing for tomorrow's festivities? I suggest you stay in your room. And if I refuse, then I have no problem mutilating your limbs and carrying you back to your quarters in pieces. It's your choice, Your Grace. My choice, my ass. I need to find a way to distract him somehow. But before I do that... In here. Hello? I'm sure he just needs more time to adjust, Priscilla. Come now, you ruin your dress sitting here. Indeed, any man would be lucky to have you as his wife's sister. Just calm down. Priscilla, please. Oh, let me drink in peace, brother. You're not the boss of me. A beautiful woman can be seen sulking while drinking what you can smell some very strong whiskey. Oh, hello, Winter. So sorry you have to see me like this. I just don't understand why Nayrith is so adverse to our marriage. So what if he's already bonded? I'm Faye. We have orgies every Tuesday. Humans are no monogamy. Wow, you love him that much? I mean, if he's bonded, that means you can't be his true wife, right? So? I don't care if his soul is forever intertwined with another. I'm lucky to even have a sliver of him in his short life. You understand, don't you, Winter? I know how you feel about Peter. You cannot be together, but you love each other all the same. Why can't I have that? You can't. I don't want to give the love potion. I feel bad. You can't force love. The man said no, respect that. Says the one whose love came from a bottle. Yes, I know why Peter actually loves you, Winter. I thought we were close enough that you clearly share your tricks, but clearly I was wrong. Alright, fine. Okay, let's give her the love potion and see what happens. I mean, if she loves him that much. Well, with this you can. Wait, is this a love potion? You mean you and Peter are... Yes, sadly it's all one-sided, but it works. Just have your saliva mixed in with a couple of drops of the stuff and your beloved take a sip, and ta-da! Eternal love. Oh my word, I can't thank you enough, Winter. Thank you, thank you. If there's anything you want. Actually, there is. Talk to these. Let's look in here. Well-tended bushes. Looking closer, in the soil you notice a rotting severed finger mixed in with the dirt. At this point, it could be a body buried here or some vamp lost a finger and just left it while he grew new fingies. God, I hope I don't get used to this shit. The men clearly don't want to be noticed and hid behind the pillar while they haven't noticed your presence. Wonder what they're saying. However, you soon realize that you can't understand a word they're saying. No use in eavesdropping then. One of Alexi's maids can be seen arranging the flowers, plucking any wilting roses or weeds. You did notice something interesting in between the flowers though, a small note. You took the note while the maid is focused elsewhere. The note reads, Eagle, I've diluted the blood reserves with as much wine as I can. Target is intoxicated, and should remain so until tomorrow's ball. Remember to avoid the crows and focus on the mission. Checkmate is a lot easier if we behead the bishop and queen. Is this maid also involved with our mystery spy? Also, who is the bishop and queen they're targeting? I'll let her be. I doubt she'll admit it if I confronted her. I need to collect more clues. And then we'll come back to it, hopefully in the full game. Well, I think that's all the extra exploration done. But we'll come back here first and see if we can unlock this drawer. It's a perfect fit. Yay! There's a small journal with your handwriting in it. Day 435. Still no traces of the Witch of Deceit. His friends are loyal, I'll give him that. I tortured one of his old classmates for days, and yet he still doesn't utter anything about his whereabouts. Still, at least he didn't die for nothing. It was quite tasty for a human, and his brain was full of little secrets. May not be closer to the witch's whereabouts than where I was before, but understanding your prayers always made the hunts easier. Turns out, the pure blood isn't pure at all. He's a half-blood. Bastard of Seth and the cheating wife, Cersei Baker. Cersei being a barmaid who married into the rather well-known Baker family, marrying the handsome Edmund Baker. The harlot hid her son's parentage well, even from her own son. Seems like the poor boy didn't even realize what he was. That is until the odd disappearance of all the pureblood witches during the fall of Laenor, which seemed to trigger his rise to godhood. Clarity on how his rise came to be is still murky, however. It seems as if one day the boy woke up and had all the prior witches' power. The new god couldn't hide his parentage any longer. Edmund was furious, of course. His son and heir was not of his blood but a witch's. The very thing all Ignian swore to eradicate. He denounced his son and led the witch hunt himself, calling it the Great Cleansing. The only thing that was cleansed was him, his son killing him swiftly with a slice of his majestic white wings. Unfortunately, Cersei also died in battle, dying in her son's arm from her husband's shot right through the heart. Shame we can't even use the woman as a hostage, even though corpse was burned to a crisp as the people kept trying to defile it when buried. I guess great minds think alike. Attempts have also been made to kidnap the witch's half-sister Fia. However, the girl's ties to the Vampire Hunting Academy make her a hard target. Regardless, my hunt for the witch continues. His blood is clearly the key to solidifying Alexi's rule, and I shall do everything in my power to usurp my horrid cousin in his ascension. Baker. Baker. Why does that name sound familiar? Wait, is the Witch of Deceit supposed to be Palmier Baker? That can't be, right? I mean, he's the king of witches, not the Witch of Deceit. And the last name just must be a coincidence. If it isn't, poor Palmier. Well, that's the last little bit. Hooray! Okay, I also did a playthrough as a mask version, and this time, for this one, instead of staying with Oscar, I want to chase after Palmier. Wait, Peter, I need my bag. Sorry, Oscar, just 1 second. Sorry. But I... Oh. He bolted out of the train. As soon as he stepped onto the platform, he tried to spot Palmier, but to no avail. May I assist you in any way, your highness? One of the blood knights in your retinue asked, bowing deeply as he faced you. Could you point me to where Peter is? I need to fetch my belongings. Shall I hunt him down for you, my liege? Oh, no, that won't be necessary. Just point me in his direction and I'll be on my way. I understand. I believe he went east towards the shore. No, you blind fool. That's the other face servant. Peter went west towards the market. Another chimed in. It's up to you, who you believe. Go east. He headed towards the market. The first blood knight you talked to immediately draped you in a comfy hooded cloak in order to, in his words, keep the peasants away. He pulled the hoodie up and it shrouded your face as you looked for your companion among the crowds. While roaming the market, you're surprised to see just how many vegetables and fruits there are for a nation that thrives off blood. Though you did notice that some of those fruits are more menacing than they seem. You saw garlic cloves screeching, whole cabbages chomping about, and an odd purple carrot that looks like meat when Ew! Out of curiosity, you reach for the carrot, but your wrist was caught by a nimble stranger in a maid dress. Wait, not so fast, loser. The Grand Duchess of Molona needs this marrot. Excuse me? Take off your hood. I don't remember requesting any marrot. No, your highness, shit. My liege, it is an honor to have you browse my wares. The merchant bellowed as the maid seemed at a loss for words. His eyes darted about, but he still clutched at the purple carrot for dear life. Are you interested in this rare marrot? 'Tis a rare find indeed, cost quite a pretty penny to send it all the way from Chichia. And of course you're free to keep it without charge, though may I ask why someone of your caliber would want for such a thing? Outside of cooking, it doesn't really have much use. Shit. Cover for the maid. Yes, though my skin requires more delicate treatment than most. Really, my liege, is it a type of affliction or... It's an aphrodisiac, you blubbering buffoon. Now shut up before you further upset my liege. The jolly merchant turned the bright red, then immediately climbed up. He swiftly wrapped the produce in a newspaper and handed it to the maid. The maid hurriedly hid the carrot in his dress and offered you his arm. Shall we head back to the castle, my liege? Yes, let's. It's Lowell. You let Lowell lead the way, passing through a narrow alleyway. The moment you're out of sight, the maid grabbed you by the shoulders and pinned you to the wall. Who the hell are you? Ow! Is this how you treat your ruler? Oh, please, you may smell like them, but there is no way in hell you're the grand ass Hadam Molona. So who are you? Wait, is that? Oh, I see. Oh no! The short-statured man slammed you against the wall once more, his grip tightening as you feel sharp claws piercing your skin. Palmier, I thought we had a deal. Is this some kind of sick trick, damn witch? Like, what? He's a werewolf. No, no. Down, boy. Shards formed against the beast. Ice shards formed against the beast's cheek, forcing its jaw to close. As the wolf shifted back into a more demure form, the once ripped and tattered lace of your assailant's uniform stitched and mended together as if brand new. There's no question on who your timely savior is, biting the hand that feeds you. And you wonder why you keep getting yourself into trouble, Lowell. Palmier! You okay, Highness? You felt a tug around your waist as the wind pulled you towards the witch's embrace. He protectively covered your body with his and put himself in between you and the wolf pawing at his nose. And what the hell, man? You got an ice right into my nostril. Good. Maybe you'll finally stop poking that snout of yours where it doesn't belong. I thought they were you. I smelled traces of magic on them. Thought you were gonna try some stupid scheme and blow out deal or something. So you're willing to eat me just to protect your secret? Not very smart, are you? Don't tempt me to actually break our deal, little pup. You wouldn't dare. Palmier, what's going on? Mind your own dead business, imposter. Hide the claws, Lowell. Unless you want me to call upon one of Alexi's crows and let him deal with you, You wouldn't. Palmier, I don't understand. I thought you said vamps and wolves don't get along. They don't, but young Lowell here is an eager opportunist. We had a deal and... Wait, no, nope. You don't get to tell my story. What we got between us stays between us, you hear me? Then it's only the common courtesy that the same applies with me and my dearest Winter. Honor my privacy between clients, Lowell. This doesn't concern you. That's what I thought. You know, I'm really getting tired of you telling me shit at the last minute, witch. You know, I hate cleaning up after your messes. The wolf turned around and briskly walked away from you. Good thing you have no choice as stated in our contract. Or do you need another one of my friendly reminders? The wolf raised a middle finger at that, not sparing a glance at either of you. Screw you! Would you? I wouldn't mind so long as we take turns. Personally, I always wondered how it would feel to be knotted by— Shut up! The witch let out a loud laugh while the wolf simply made haste and fled further away. I mean, what deal was he talking about? Let's just say he's an unruly client of mine. Don't worry your pretty little head about him, Highness. He's just a little mutt in need of a cushy bed and a warm meal to look forward to every night. Okay? And he thought it smart to seek those luxuries in enemy territory. The witch merely shrugged. I'm afraid his maker gave him all brawn and forgot his brains, Pat. But enough about him. Were you looking for me, Winter? What do you think? Where'd you go? Just fulfilling a promise to an old friend. Why? Can't even bear 1 second away from me, dearest. What would your love even think? Perhaps you don't even deserve this gift of his. The witch dangled a dainty-looking necklace in front of you. A bright pink rose quartz with a thin gold chain. Palmier quickly stepped behind you and draped the delicate thing around your neck. What is this? A gift from your beloved. Ivar asked me to fashion that courting gift ages ago, but I'm afraid being hunted down takes up a lot of my free time, so I was only able to find a fitting chain for it just now. Forgive me? The witch asked as he rubs your nape affectionately with his thumb. You noticed it for a while now, but Palmier is quite a touch-starved man. Even though you barely know each other, he's been sneaking in some hugs, stealing light touches on your hands, knees, and shoulders. Nothing suggestive or indecent, but definitely more affectionate than most. All the time you've been enjoying it. You happily leaned into his touch. Palmier happily moved his hand to your cheek, rubbing against the faint mole under your eye. Ivar's not the insecure type, right? Don't worry, he understands my cravings for physical touch, though he might ravish you in kind. Hey, I'm counting on it. I bet. Anyway, we still need to have time and we need to face our bloodthirsty dictator. Why don't we tour the town? That way you'll know where to run in case all hell breaks loose. Oh, don't jinx it. Also, are you sure that's a good idea? Wouldn't it be best to greet him first? Lexi's a busy man. When he says he wants us at the castle at 4, he means at 4, no sooner nor later. The brat's a bit of a control freak. You sure he's my cousin? My Alex wouldn't even be punctual to his own birthday party. Bit of advice, Highness. Try not to link your cousin to this version of him. It's better for your sanity that you do not question which version is the true him or the true me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was incredible. I love Bewitching Sinners so much. The first Bewitching Sinners is one of my absolutely favorite games of all time. If you guys haven't played that, I highly recommend it. If you guys do want to watch my playthrough of it, I do have Arsham's route fully uploaded onto YouTube. That is my full playthrough. And I also have a bunch of different ending scenes and all the not safe for work scenes for the different suitors uploaded to my Patreon as well. Let's get to talking about this game. I am in awe. Like, Zero is one of the most incredibly talented people I have ever met. They are a solo dev. This is written by them. The world building is done by them as well. The UI, all of the art, the coding, the game design, every single bit, it's all done by Zero. I am constantly so impressed by the incredible level of talent and creativity that this wonderful developer has. And I absolutely adore whenever I get to support her and her work. She amazes me every single time with how wonderfully she can weave a story together, how beautifully she can build a world and build the characters and everything and make them all so enticing and alluring and just incredibly unique and serve their own purpose to the overall narrative and just serves to be something so intriguing. Zero's art is amazing. Like if we look here, look how gorgeous this is. Also, Oscar I think is my favorite. He's so pretty. When he turned his hair black, I was like, yep, I'm sold, I'm done. Like the rendering, the perspective, the emotions, and just like the art style is so incredibly gorgeous. I even like talked about how pretty the backgrounds are. Like this, it's so... I don't even know what to say. I'm always like constantly in so much awe of Zero and their just incredible talent and dedication and work ethic to something that they love to do. And you can tell that there is so much love, so much passion just in this game. It's always such an absolute treat to play anything that she creates. And like she's just such an incredibly kind person because she sent the demo over to me early and gave me permission to make a video on it and share it with you guys so you guys could experience the game early with me as well. And like I respect her so much and just look up to her significantly. Incredibly talented, so skilled. You can just tell that she loves creating. You can see by the work that she produces how wonderful the whole world is, and I'm so glad that she's creating more games in the same universe to expand on the lore, expand on the characters that we really love, because I genuinely can't wait to see more of it. And getting into the writing, the twist at the end, because throughout the whole game we were led to believe that Ivar was your soulmate. You get these little hints throughout the game like, oh, why did the drought last like 2 years if Ivar's only stopped responding recently? Erwin mentioning that witches don't have soul marks. That as well. And culminating in the moment where you run up to Ivar and you're so excited because you found your beloved, you're here to save him, and he doesn't know you. And at first I was believing, okay, maybe he's lost his memory. Maybe Alexi's done something. But no, he genuinely doesn't know you. And he reveals that Palmier is the son of Seth, the Witch of Change. We met Seth in the original Bewitching Sinners, and he is known as the Witch of Deceit. So the whole year after we turned 18, Palmier pretended to be Ivar, manipulated us to fall in love with Ivar, played the long game to deceive us the entire time, and then ultimately, ceasing communications, coming to us and telling something happened to Ivar, enticed us into a completely different world, essentially goaded us to turn ourselves into a vampire to save him, save someone who we believed that was our love and that who loved us equally just as fiercely in return. Just as a part of his whole grand design, his whole plan, which I'm assuming is to take down the vampires and restore everything. I was not expecting that. I genuinely was not expecting that. I knew Palmier and this was going to be a little bit more unhinged, but this is like actually wild. And like the twist shocked me so much. I genuinely don't think I've played like a visual novel that has surprised me as much as this has. And I loved every moment of it. I love the narrative design of this so much. I adore how the map exploration feature is back. So you can like eavesdrop on different conversations, find out different side quests, little tasks, little bits of information, and also just like explore around this new place, because that was one of the features that I really liked in the original Bewitching Sinners. And I'm glad to see that it's back in this game, and also with the addition of the secret function as well, where you can like mouse around and see if your cursor turns red. I thought that was incredibly intriguing. The choices, having like so much variety and just branching so much, offers a lot of replayability with this game. Because if you think about it, there's a lot of different branches, and there's also so many love interests in this. You see that the love interests include Palmier, your first friend and the mysterious witch who summoned you to the world. We have Winston, Ignea's famous vampire hunter. Despite his moniker, he's not white. Him to become lovers, be a drama queen, solve the incel dilemma. He seems really interesting. I do wish we could have seen a bit more of him. If Oscar, your childhood friend and honorable Ravenstark who's trying to heal his country, could learn to let loose. I love his character archetype so much. I really like him. I actually think I'm gonna go for Oscar in my playthrough. But obviously, I do want to cover Ivar and Palmier and like everyone as well, because they're also hot. We have Conry, the alpha of the Chichian tribe, warm and friendly but may have a bit of a wild side. Hint to become lovers, undress the wolf, don't be sheep. Hint to become Oscar's lover, have fun and be reckless and impulsive. Ivar? Your supposed soulmate and constant visitor of your dreams, currently held captive in Alexi's castle. He's gorgeous. Hint to become his lover, collect all his shards and discover his past. Till, Prince of the Theodian Seas, a cheerful redhead who wants more. Hint to become lovers, make him party your world, enhance your feet game. So cute. But yeah, like so many love interests, which means that there's just gonna be so many different like paths that you can take with this game. And I genuinely can't wait. This is just going right beside the original Bewitching Sinners in my top, in like my top rank. I'm like blown away by this. It was so good. I can't wait to play the rest of the game. Thank you so much for experiencing this demo with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did because I loved every single second of it. If you guys did, please give a thumbs up and subscribe so you miss out on the future parts of Bewitching Sinners. Zero did say the game will be coming out probably around 2027 is the projected date, so we do have a little bit to wait. But given that she alone drew 59 CGs for this, and she's solo deving it, I think we can all wait a little bit for perfection. If you guys want to watch my original playthrough of the Bewitching Sinners videos, I have linked those in the description box below, and if you want the bonus spicy scenes and all the boinking scenes, that is on my Patreon, which is also linked below as well. Who is your favorite love interest out of the 6 so far? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to find out. Mine is Osgar, I think. I'm definitely leaning towards him. He's like my type. Just like a little bit stoic. Oh, love him. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. And until the next very, very attractive fictional man, take care.